GLM donating to Hardy. I just saw.
All right, we live.
Here we go.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 179. Messing up already, hosting. BG won't be here. What is he at, a baby shower or something?
Yeah.
I thought only women went to baby showers.
Oh man. What you trying to say, man?
No, I'm just serious. I thought only women went to baby. I didn't think they were for men.
Men goes well, Bond. Men goes well.
Really?
Usually, if you go, you get dragged.
Not in my experience.
Yeah, I thought it was strictly a women's thing.
You get dragged.
Oh shit.
I have the.
Oh well. So before we start, let's we weren't here last week, so we'll give Smooth his only W he's going to take today. Congratulations on the Patriots winning a Super Bowl, Smooth. Okay, I guess he doesn't want his W, so we'll just
say what's up. Thanks. My thing was on mute. My mic. What's up, guys? We're live.
Yeah, we've been live. We were just giving you your first W.
First W. I mean, I had the W 2 years ago too. Amazing comeback.
You don't get to hold them from 2 years ago. You get them yearly, like the L you took last year from Nick Foles.
I mean, we entered that Super Bowl as defending champions, and Bill Belichick gave you out that ring. He really just gave you guys the ring. He's like, what? We'll get it next year. Don't worry about it. Let's give. Let's cause issues in Philadelphia by giving them this ring.
Who fumbled? Tom Brady or Bill Belichick?
No, Bill Belichick did a shit job with the defense.
Who fumbled? Look, man.
Who threw for over 500 yards and 4 touchdowns that game?
Sometimes things are too big to contain. You can't help but let up points.
That's what she said.
Whoa. That's exactly what she said.
I don't know that one.
Anyway, let's go on these introductions. Good. That was Alexa. Shut up, Alexa. Let's go on with these intros. Go ahead, Wingy.
Yeah, man. Wingy Gaming. Good to be here, man. I just want to say, I used to sit back in the evenings, listen to the podcast. The wife would be like, come to bed. I'd be like, nah, Weapon Wheel. And now here I am on it. It's beautiful.
You guys can hear me?
Did you throw a cardboard at her?
Oh, he sounded just like that.
Nah, she's good. She's all good.
Can you hear me? Or
Yo, Andrew, man, I'm trying to rock my intro, brother. Damn. Let me rock my intro.
I was ready to hear him say, I'll be right there.
Go ahead, Jack.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to y'all. BG ain't here this week, man, but we gonna hold it down for him, man. It's good with y'all.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy?
Yeah,
I heard him say
that was him. Yeah, go ahead, Smooth.
What's up, everybody? It's the best bot.
Not at Crackdown.
my fault.
Go ahead, Smooth.
What's up? It's the best bot, Kid Smooth, aka Kid Down 3.
Can y'all hear me?
Kid down 3? Really, bro?
We hear you,
Yeah, Matt. After Jimmy made his intro, I got an announcement to make.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I just like to say the Division 2 is in the building. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Ubisoft. UB gang. Yeah.
Fonz.
Yeah. Jay Fonz, really good to be here. First time here.
All right. And Blandrew, that guy from the next dimension.
What's going on, guys? Check out my channel. I'm trying to hit 6K before the week is over. Like 15 more away from that. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Smooth, what's your announcement?
I want to send a olive branch to Black Bond to pull out of this bet. No, this has nothing to do.
I know what he's talking about. I bet you I know what this is. Go ahead.
We'll get to that later, Smooth, on the topics, though. But as you all know me, the temporary host for today, the best relief pitcher in YouTube podcast gaming. Follow me on YouTube, Black Bond. Follow me on Twitter. That's where all the excitement happens. That's where all the roast sessions happen on Twitter. And let's get this going. First topic. Tell us about Division 2, Jimmy. What have you been liking about it?
Hey, yo, man. First of all, man, there was a lot of improvements from the Division 1 into 2. The beta has a lot of content. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a key in there because you still got one more day. So let me get rid of some of these keys. For those of you who want to try it, just enter the key at the website and pick the platform that you want to play on. And, man, the beta is pretty impressive. So there's a lot of content day one in the game. And I think everybody who tried the first one, if you didn't like it, you have to play the second one and see the differences and see if you like those.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes.
You already streamed it. You already streamed the Kingdom Hearts thing, right?
Yeah. I had I streamed it, but I just like to let you guys know there was like a lot of issues with the gameplay. They're like blocking it in every country.
Yeah, he got copywritten, but he did stream it, y'all.
Yeah, I definitely did. Yeah,
he streamed it.
I gave away keys and everything when I did.
Yeah, he got flagged down.
Yeah.
Wait, was it music or what was it?
Yeah, music.
Okay.
A whole bunch of different claims. So
my questions about the Division. Not saying that it was a fundamentally bad game for the first game. I have not tried the second game, but I'm sure you've already heard my complaint about dudes and like sweatshirts and hoodies and polos and stuff like that.
It's not like that no more. It's not
They've addressed it. I was thinking about that because
they've
got the armor. So instead of pumping bullets into some guy rocking a hoodie, he's actually got armor and it breaks off now. And I think that makes it more immersive.
Okay, good. Because I just couldn't get into the first one.
Yeah, I'll explain it. I'll explain that. First of all, there's like armor plating for the characters now, and it breaks easier. And once the armor breaks, you pretty much go down like a normal first person shooter or arena battle type game. It's not like the first one where you could just press a button and your armor replenishes. You have to be standing still and not being shot at to replenish your armor. Or they literally have an animation where you take the damaged plates out and put new plates in.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
so like the armor just like regenerate, or do you have to
no, you actually have to manually. You have to actually manually replace the armor and not be getting shot at in order to do it. So it's much easier to kill now in this game. Actually, they casualized the game for the people that were complaining. That's why I'm kind of seeing some exposure for those cats that's loving it now that they casualized it. But I ain't gonna get into that right now.
Okay,
go ahead. How'd they casualize it?
I just told you they took away a lot of the things in the first one that made it hard. The DZ where the PvP is happening, everyone is normalized now. So if you grinded for this particular gun and leveled it up, and you go into PvP, your gun is as equal as the person who just picked the game up yesterday.
There's several dark modes though, isn't there? That's only one of them. Is that correct?
No.
There's not 3 different dark zones.
No, it's normalized. I mean, they may change that in the retail, but right now everything is normalized.
Okay, I thought there was 3 different dark zones. My bad.
There may be, but the first one had 3 different dark zones, but that was just difficulty levels. Like the way it's set up with the dog zone is if you don't have a certain gear level, you don't go into a certain area of the dog zone. But that is going for the NPCs, not the people.
But for people who are shit at the game like me, that's great if it's all normalized.
Well, they had a tier system for that anyway. If you didn't have the best gear, just stay at the highest tier system. But this game, everything's normalized, so you can just go anywhere and start fighting.
Okay.
For the casuals.
Okay. Shout out to the casuals, man. Damn.
I think I might be interested in the Division 2. I'm gonna have to see where I'm at though. I just finished Mario Galaxy Mario Odyssey 6 out of 10. The next game is Resident Evil, and we'll see where I go from there.
Like I said, somebody said there's 3 different dog zone locations. That's actually normal for the Division. Like I said, there's usually sections of the dog zone depending on your gear. You go there to the grind. If you have like the lowest gear, then you stay in the lowest section. And as you progress, you go through the dog zone and you go higher and higher and you get better gear. Yes, the inventory system is garbage in the Division. It always has been. That has not changed. You can walk around with literally 100 chest plates and just be sitting there getting killed trying to go through your inventory. That's just how the game is. It doesn't.
Are you playing on PC or console?
I'm playing on PC, of course.
And it's even troublesome with the mouse and keyboard?
No. They have glitches in the beta that I'm pretty sure some of those are gonna make it into the game because it's just like the first beta. There's a problem where you get stuck on walls and you have trouble climbing over things, and the animation for climbing is very annoying because while you're climbing, you get stuck in animation, and if somebody sees you climbing, it can just kill you.
And texture popping as well. Texture popping, I noticed a lot of that.
I haven't seen that. Maybe that's on bad builds or something. My PC ran it fine, so I didn't have that problem. That's a render issue. You can change those settings on PC. So,
well, I'm playing on Xbox One X.
There you go.
I saw somebody walking in a deer just showed up.
Who's laughing?
There you go. No, because I could. That's like a hallway issue. So the game has a lot of these PC games since the 1080 Ti came out. They have a setting where you can adjust that so that doesn't happen. Resident Evil was doing that to me, and I changed the setting and it stopped.
But they told me the Xbox One X was powerful, Jimmy.
It's powerful, man. But you know, it's trying to give you 4K. Yeah, it's trying to give you 4K 60, which is
what's
hard
wrong
to do with that game.
The Division on Xbox?
It's probably doing that on PlayStation as well, too, though.
Doing
What
what?
is it doing?
Just a bit,
Popping.
just
You
a
said
lot of texture pop. It's a great game. I'm enjoying the beta.
And it is a beta.
That sounds like a Ubisoft thing. A lot of their games have texture.
Is it? What does it run on? An Epic Engine?
Snowdrop.
Snowdrop? Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, but
go ahead.
I was about to go back to you, Bond. 6 out of 10, really?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, all it is a collectathon.
Wait, so you don't like games like Banjo or the original Jack?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Well, then, so you prefer Mario better as an obstacle course rather than just
exactly. Mario is way better as an obstacle course than a Jack and Crapster, Banjo, Trashy, Donkey
Trashy. Oh man.
Donkey Trash 64. Jet Force Gemini when you had to find little bears. Up until that, it was a good game.
So you hate all things rareware, like 3D era rareware.
Yep, I do not like collecting things.
Like, well, cause see that I'm not gonna like bully you into like raising your score like the Last of Us fans did, but that I can understand why you.
I mean, Jack would probably love it. Jack loves collecting knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
I'm playing the easy ass game.
But that being said, I thought the exact opposite. Like when it pertained to games like Sunshine and 64 and Odyssey, I thought those were way better than stuff like Galaxy and 3D World. I preferred the
Galaxy is the best. Galaxy is the GOAT when it comes to Mario games. And how you ever called this game Mario Odyssey is like, what are you smoking?
Look, you already said you don't like collectathons, so that.
But even if I didn't like collectathons, it's not even the best collectathon game, or even close to it.
Which the level design in that game is boo.
Exactly, it's trash.
What you doing here, BG?
It's like
I'm waiting.
It's go to a different zone, find some things, go the same. It's like rinse and repeat till the end, and then fight some giant rabbit bosses that are just completely like you could. The game is like made for like special people. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh come on!
What are you?
Come on, boy. That's too much.
There's no challenge in the game whatsoever.
What game are you talking about in particular?
Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey. But
have you been playing post game stuff or no?
Believe me, I will not touch any post game stuff.
Oh.
And why is Mario Odyssey making the timeline? What happened that it's starting to research like that?
No, I just finished it yesterday, but when the credits roll, I pull the BG. I'm out. Game over.
Oh, you beat Mario Odyssey? Wow.
Yeah. I'm out like BG.
I couldn't stomach it.
The credits rolled. I'm out.
That's right.
Game was boring as hell. But let's go on this Anthem beta. Who's played that?
Yeah, everybody pretty much. Well, not everybody. I know me and BG played it.
Yeah, I played it, man.
Yeah,
I played it on Xbox.
BG.
Wait, what did BG say?
Wait,
what
BG
did
said it's trash?
What did he say?
Are we still talking about Mario?
No,
Anthem.
Oh no, Anthem fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Anthem's good. Anthem's good.
I still think Division trumps.
What y'all like about it?
I
feel
feel
like
the
Iron
combat. The combat to me feels very satisfying. I like the the traversal and the mobility and your character. It just feels like a robust experience. I like how you seamlessly transition to even running regular feels good, and you could just go underwater and just into start flying. It's just seamless. The only thing that's not seamless in the game is loading screens.
I was just about to say the loading breaks the immersion of the flying and stuff in that game. But it's cool. It's cool.
I was hoping that was just for the demo. When I'm going to certain areas in Anthem and there's a fucking loading screen, I'm like, what's going on? That to me sort of broke it a little bit.
Yeah, the combat mechanics are really good, though. I think it really it's deeper than most of these loot and shoot games we have.
Yeah, I like the classes. I like the different classes and everything like that. That they all specialize in something actually different, and you have to play all of them differently.
BG, why are you swagger jacking that one guy?
Oh, stop it! That man, there's like 100 colors in that game, and that man dressed his javelin up just like my drip. He was copying my drip, bro. It was crazy.
So, are there any bosses in this game, or
like end level bosses? Yeah, like
random people. It literally seems like upgraded Warframe to me.
It's not though. It's not like Warframe. The flying makes it not like Warframe. I mean, even on the ground,
I heard
it's similar.
It's similar. In Warframe, you can fly now.
Oh shit! I don't know. Then it's similar to Warframe though. You know, when you start pulling out the swords and running around, it does have the same feel. But if you go fly on Warframe, it is like Warframe.
Man, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Between Division 2 and Anthem, I'm only gonna choose one of those games.
But
Definitely
do you know what?
both.
I was playing when I was playing Division. It actually felt I was actually enjoying it more than sort of a little bit more than Anthem. I don't know if it's because there was more in the actual beta because you got the end game stuff, the Dark Zone. I just seemed to really enjoy it, the cover and shoot. Whereas Anthem felt a little bit more loose with the shooting. I don't know if you guys preferred the Division 2 beta, but
no, the Division is more tactical. That's all. I mean,
I think that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, it felt a bit more tactical. Yeah.
Okay, so while we're on the here's good news for everybody but Jimmy. EA executive Mike Gamble, which is fun. That's a funny last name for an EA executive. So the game will have no booty boxes, season passes, or egregious microtransactions.
They said the same thing about Battlefront.
I'm saying, Jimmy, like, what do you got? What do you got to say about this? I thought you liked these. I thought you liked the booty boxes.
No, I like the option for people who go to work like myself and don't have time to sit here and spend all day on these games.
Yes,
if I have the option to buy a couple of things that I don't have to sit there and waste time on, which didn't you complain about that in games, that games force you to spend hours to do these things? Now the company gives you the option to not have to do that, and you can't win. Which one is it? Do you want this or not?
Jimmy, they could just simply design the game where it doesn't take you massive amounts of time.
So why don't you say that then? Why don't you say that instead of asking me this question?
We said that with Assassin's Creed.
But you didn't. But I proved that wasn't true with Assassin's Creed.
No, you didn't prove.
I beat the game and I loved every minute of it.
How many hours did it take you to beat it?
It took me 77
there
hours.
There you go.
And I loved every 77 hours of it.
77 hours in Assassin's Creed. Good Lord.
Loved it. And I hope I get 77. Well, the Division is probably going to be 77,000 hours, but who knows?
Yeah.
But, I love it. I'm still playing Wildlands from 2 years ago.
I think with RPGs though, you got to expect to put the time in. I mean, RPGs aren't just run right through.
This man understands. People complain about having to spend time playing.
Are we classifying Assassin's Creed as an RPG now?
Yeah, it's a Western RPG.
It transitioned into. I don't know what game it transitioned to it, but it definitely did. It didn't happen at 2 or 3. So maybe at 4 it turned into 1. I don't know.
See,
it definitely is though. It definitely is.
I've heard you guys talk about this before. I often get confused with the definition of an RPG from your guys' perspective.
You too.
No, hold on. When I think of wait. When I think of an RPG, I think of like something like an Octopath Traveler. That's what I think of as an RPG.
A crappy RPG.
That's a turn-based RPG.
Yeah. I guess that's it then. Yeah, but something like Horizon Zero Dawn. Is that an RPG? Do you know
it's an action RPG.
JRPG, strategy RPGs.
It's an action RPG.
You know that Fantasy Star, something like Fantasy Star. To me, that's an RPG. That's what I think of as an RPG. Stuff like Horizon and that, I just see it as an action game with RPG elements.
The term RPG, what does it mean? I mean, come on.
Role-playing game.
Yeah, role-playing. So you are role-playing, an actual role-playing.
You could be role-playing a character in NBA 2K, though.
I was just about to say that. Any game's a role-playing game, really.
Exactly.
That was my point.
So we're all in agreement.
So we're just going by traditional definitions.
But I mean, loot boxes being in the game, I don't care either way, to be honest. But like I said, I mean, an option is an option. So as long as they don't take parts of the game, cut it out and actually make it where you have to buy it in a loot crate.
Jimmy, why do you think they're not in the game?
Well, because kids were probably doing that, and kids, are not.
No. Why do you think they removed the loot boxes or said they're not putting them in this game?
Because kids, they want to protect kids.
Jack? Just tell them thank you for me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, Bon, you don't get it. It's the kids. The kids, man. We love the kids. Fuck Bon.
You're welcome, Jimmy.
Man, fuck the kids.
Anthem saves will transition and transfer to next-gen consoles, which means that I guess the game's going to be on next-generation consoles.
Re-released.
Here's my question now. If I start a game on the Xbox One X, will I be able to transfer my save to a PlayStation 5?
That's a question.
PlayStation 4.
More than likely, GTA.
They did that with GTA.
GTA
did that.
Okay. And strangely, Anthem has to say the game runs better on the Pro and the X. How did this happen?
Yep.
But hold on, Jack. I don't think he's being
frame rates.
Hold on, I don't think Jack was being fair. He was getting on Xbox dudes all week about this.
No. Wait.
What was the problem?
Wait. According to Digital Foundry, I'm using their exact words. They said that this game is not even playable on the standard Xbox or the S, and they said that the regular PS4 runs the game better than the Xbox One X. Frame rate wise.
But that's because it's running like, what is it running on the regular PS4?
Yeah, like 720.
It's running 1080p.
Yeah,
not native. 4K, I don't think it's native.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. No. They're saying the way the frame rate is, it's not playable on the Xbox, is what they're saying.
That's because I know the One X, they're forcing 4K native. That's
the way they're targeting frame resolution.
That's all their problem.
But it's making it unplayable, is what they're saying.
Yeah. They're forcing the frame rate, which they want it to be 4K, and that's the problem. That's all I'm saying.
It runs better on the standard PS4 than the Xbox One X. Yes,
that's not fair comparison. You comparing resolutions to frame rates.
He is. Chasing the frame rate is what's making the resolution. I mean, chasing resolution is what's making the frame rate.
Is it unplayable on the X or the S?
They said it's unplayable on the S, but the PS4 basic runs better than any Xbox.
Yeah, are you playing Anthem?
If you watch that,
are you going to be playing Anthem?
What does it have to do with the game running horribly?
It determines whether I want to hear Jack's opinion on this matter.
Real quick, because I did tweet that. I said a majority of new games coming out run better on the PS4.
That's a lie.
I saw that.
Wait a minute. That's not a lie. You know why? I'm finna give you 3 examples right now. Kingdom Hearts 3 runs better on the PS4 Pro than the Xbox One X. Anthem beta and the Devil May Cry 5 demo has a higher average frame rate on the PS4 than the Xbox. Why? Because they're targeting native 4K and it's fucking up the frame rate of these games. Why can't you?
What's fucking up the frame? How many frames is fucking up the frame rate?
What?
How many frames?
But it's running at like 8 to 10 frames higher on average.
So you're saying the Xbox? So of the what game is running at?
Kingdom Hearts.
So all these games are 8 to 10 frame per second higher.
So wait a minute. If I name 3 games that's coming out within 5 weeks of each other, that ain't the majority of the new games coming out.
No, it's not. It's not because there's about like 50 games a week that come out, bro.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious because 3 is not majority.
Okay, so is Anthem, Kingdom Hearts, and not 3 of the biggest games?
Let me help you out, Smooth.
They're the biggest, but they're not the majority.
Let me help you out.
I said
Here's the thing when like comparing these, right? I think to fairly compare something and say it's running better, they have to be at the same resolution.
But this is the problem with that. You can change the resolution on the PlayStation console. They brute force the resolution on the Xbox. You cannot change it. That's the issue.
Yeah, so
that might not be true. That might not be true because
that is true.
Hold on, let me say this. There is a setting in your Xbox where you can actually manually control what resolution is output.
So why are they not doing that?
Not during gaming. Not during gaming, bro.
How? Let me correct it because that's only for just display. You're still going to get the higher textures. It's just
exactly. They're making it to where you cannot change it to where it will run better like it would on the PlayStation.
So you're saying it doesn't have an optimization option, is what you're saying?
But that's the issue. Yes.
Then that is the issue. Yeah.
In all honesty, with the power discrepancy and difference between the PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox One X, this shouldn't even be a debate. I brought an Xbox One X because I wanted to play it as the most powerful console. Not game, that's PC, but the most powerful console. As a guy who plays most of my games on the Xbox One X, the fact that this is even a debate, it's not good enough, in my opinion.
It's because of the way they did it.
Yeah, the decision to make it 4K native.
As somebody who played the Pro version of the Anthem demo and the X version, I can tell you, I didn't see much difference in the frame rates at all. They were both, 1 or 2
shitty. Yeah, they're both shitty. They both were shitty.
Yeah, they both had issues with frame rates, and the
PC was shitty.
Yeah, the game itself it wasn't very optimized.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
They say that about the PC too. They say if you try to play anything over 1080p on PC, it's gonna fuck up your graphics.
It was shitty.
No matter what graphics card. They said that.
Shitty period. It was shitty period. That is the truth.
Wingy does bring up a good point. If you're buying the most powerful console on the planet, it shouldn't be.
It was doing this on PC, dog.
But I'm saying lesser consoles shouldn't be.
It was doing this on PC.
No, Jimmy. This is what you and Smooth are not understanding. The Xbox is stronger. The X is strong enough to run games better than the PlayStation. But the way that they're making them force this fucking resolution is making the game run worse.
And hold on, that's my question, right? Does EA and BioWare does Microsoft have any say in like, yo, we need
They
to run
do. They do have an average. They do have.
No, they give them control. No, they let them. No, they let them decide how they want to run the resolutions. They said that already.
So they're making bad decisions unless they can optimize it to run at 30 frames locked at 4K by the time it's released. Then they making bad decisions.
Pretty much.
I mean, it looked like this might be an Anthem thing though, because that, like I said, that game ran like that.
Yeah,
no
didn't that game break somebody's 2080?
Yeah, it did that no matter what.
I mean, yeah, like I couldn't get locked 60 at 1440p at all. No, pretty much. So
yeah, the game needs an optimization. Period.
When's it come out? Oh, we don't know.
Friday. It comes out Friday.
We don't even know because it's got like 9 different release dates and everything.
No, it comes out.
No, it doesn't. Yo, people are over
Friday, man.
It doesn't have 9 release dates, dude.
The earliest you can get it is the 15th Friday.
I remember it will come out one day.
Don't you think that's an issue though? It's coming out next Friday and it's got all those issues. And I know they said that.
No, but hold on. You guys are not. Hold on. You guys have to wait till we see the retail. That was a beta. People act like betas don't do this. That's the
5 days away.
No, but you got to look at the situation. It was.
There may be a day one patch.
Look, it was a 6-week-old build. 6 weeks is not a lot of time.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The retail one is supposedly going to be much improved than this version.
We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see.
This is EA.
No, he's right. What he said is correct. They said that wasn't the final build. They actually said that in an interview with IGN.
I don't know, man. It shouldn't even be a debate. If I'm buying an Xbox One X, I want the most powerful console. I don't. In my opinion, it shouldn't be a debate.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. Exactly.
Once again, we're talking about a beta on a console. It ran.
Okay. So what are you gonna say on Friday if it's the exact same thing?
I'm gonna say it's something wrong with the game. It ran like that on PC.
All right, man.
I would blame the game more than the Xbox in this scenario.
Oh yeah,
I would blame whoever made that decision. Yeah.
I would blame the game. The game ran like this on PC, man.
Oh yeah. While we're on the topic of multiplayer games, anybody play that Apex game?
Yeah.
I played a little bit of it.
I'm gonna be real short about it. So I played 2 matches. You know, me one night and Strat. We won our second match, and I uninstalled the game.
Damn.
Wow.
Because it was that boring to me. Like I got like 4 kills during that game, and we won, and I was still massively bored, so I uninstalled it.
Wow,
and you liked PUBG as well.
Yo, is it fatigue? Is it battle? Is it battle?
Yeah. It could be battle. Like if this was the first battle royale game ever to come out, then possibly I would have liked it. But it could be battle royale.
You're one of the few people I'm hearing say this though, BG.
The market's oversaturated with this type of game. It really
I'm starting to think it is at this point.
I'm hearing a lot of people saying they like this
brings
game.
up a good point, which I'm about to transition to after this.
I mean, I was just bored of it, man. I don't think it offered anything necessarily, and I don't always want anything new. I think new is always overrated, but with so many battle royales out there, yeah, it's.
So which battle royale would you say is better than it then?
If you put a gun to my head and I had to choose one battle royale to play. It'll probably still be PUBG.
Wow.
Honestly.
Okay. Yeah. See, I like battle royales, but for me, it was something different. I like the characters. I thought it was it gives people who aren't that good at it, to be 100% honest, like myself, aren't that good at battle royales, a little bit of a more of a chance. And I just thought it was fresh. I enjoyed it, man.
So nobody saw the Titanfall references, the textures.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Of course.
Okay.
It's in the same universe.
Yeah.
It's a
Titanfall
Titanfall game. It just ain't got no fucking time.
Yeah, they ripped.
Did they say how this game is performing sales-wise or no?
We got 10 million users.
Yeah, that over 10 million
free.
already.
But I feel
it's in there already. It's definitely in there. Will it last? I don't know, but it's in there. That's on Fortnite's neck. I don't know if it's gonna. I doubt it's gonna beat it, but
I was mostly trying to compare it to Titanfall to see like which one would be the more successful game, because I know a lot of people.
We already know this.
Yeah, but like which one makes more money?
More people playing this than play Titanfall 2. I can tell you that.
Titanfall 1 and 2 combined, this will probably beat that.
When people are saying they want Titans in the game, I think there's going to be maybe not loads of them, but I feel like maybe in the second season or something, there might be one Titan that drops and then everybody runs for it. Because if you think about it, the assets are there, aren't they? It's the same mechanics, so it'll be easy for them to drop it in. I know they've said the world wasn't necessarily built for Titans, but imagine how refreshing that would be if in season 2, just when the hype dies down, okay, there's Titans in it. Boom, everybody will be back on it.
So here's my next question. You got the Division 2 coming out, right? Got Anthem coming out.
Yeah.
Apex Online is already established. How the hell is Crackdown 3 supposed to survive?
Oh, Bond, man. Come on, Bond. Listen to that evil laugh. He loves it.
I'm being dead ass because this is why Sony sticks to single player games and not multiplayer games, because nobody playing Sea of Thieves, Decay, like. There's so many multiplayer games.
Sea of Thieves is okay,
but,
right?
Bond, this is the thing though, Bond. Even if all those other games didn't exist, I don't think people would still be playing those games like that.
Jack.
True.
Jack. Does the word Xbox actually make you laugh?
Occasionally, it depends on the context. It depends. I'm gonna keep it real. It depends on the context.
All right. Sorry, carry on, guys. Sorry. See.
I think Crackdown for the most part is only going to appeal to.
Oh yeah, that's true. Metro Exodus. Nobody. I don't know about Metro.
Let's talk about some Crackdown 3. Who's played it?
I did.
Well, Smooth, I wouldn't call what you did playing it.
No. Nope. See,
that joint looked crazy, bro. I was watching the whole stream.
I wanted to see that. I didn't see it.
I didn't get credit for those kills because I wasn't collecting tags.
You didn't get any kills.
No, but I dropped bodies, bro. I dropped bodies.
That's not a kill in the game.
Yeah.
Smooth. I play most of my stuff on Xbox, but was you a little bit, be honest, disappointed with the what's it called?
Destruction.
The destruction, because what it is, I wanted actual detailed cities, but it looks like geometric shapes.
It's like mesh.
That map. I don't know what any of the other maps look like, but on that map, it's not the most.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, I want to see what the other maps are like.
Yeah. If all the other maps are like that, I'd be disappointed.
Hey, I saw a clip going around on Twitter, right? I think Jay Barry tweeted it. You know where I'm going with this. Now, Crackdown is touted as having 100% complete destructibility, right? And there was 2 pillars that you were shooting at, and they didn't disintegrate, nothing like that. You put a lot of bullets into them too. What's going on with that?
All right, yeah. So this I didn't expect this to happen. I caught a moment where I wasn't getting shot at or anything. I was like, all right, I seen like the glass breaking and everything. I was like, let me find something to shoot at to see how good the destruction looked. And I chose a pillar. And I shot a missile at it.
Well, maybe.
I started with the missiles, and I'm like, hold up, and then I went to the pistol to see if I could like shoot little holes out of it, and it didn't happen. So I quickly said, let me get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you cut the string.
I gotta interject and just say, who in here actually thought that it was going to be fully destructible and thought that they were going to pull through with this? I mean, I knew this over a year ago. This wasn't going to happen.
Power of the cloud, brother.
I mean, I gotta go.
First of all, everybody knew this game. This game might as well have been called Smoke and Mirrors 3. Everybody knew this game wasn't going to turn out the way they advertised it. Come on, the power of 4 Titans and 32 Xbox, all that crap they're talking about.
I mean, I think the destruction is legit. I mean, the fact that as far as like that being powered by the cloud, but the fact that it's not like 100%. Like I wanted to really like bring down like every part of that like tower that I was in, and once I realized I can't do that, I was like, all right, well, that's a loss right there. But Bond, being that you know this game, trash. You don't play trash. So do you agree to pull out of this bet?
No.
Why not? You don't think that's taking advantage? You don't think that's taking advantage?
In fact, I'll double down. I'll bet you 3 games.
No, you don't think that's taking advantage of me? If you
I think Bond,
hold up, Jack.
You got a point.
Wasn't Smooth saying how fun and amazing this game was?
He did.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the difference, right?
Well, here's the thing.
I had to come to a realization that I can't base like the Metascore on what I personally feel. Like I had a blast.
Explain the bet. Explain the bet for those who don't know what.
Yeah, do that.
The game Metascore would have to be 80, at least an 80.
And y'all bet a full retail.
And we bet a full retail game, and I would like to rescind that.
Smooth, you're funny, man. You're funny.
Oh my gosh! Why would you bet that? Why would you bet that?
Because
because I was on a high.
Why you just started like 74 or some shit?
Because the last time Microsoft released a game that hit 70.
See, one game shouldn't affect another. Like I don't like personally. I think Crackdown 3 should be and is better than the last 3 Xbox releases, other than Forza. Like, I think it's better than Sea of Thieves and State of Decay and Lucky's Tale and maybe even Recore.
I gotta be honest.
Yo, games like a bunch of trash ass games. Right there.
Wait. Maybe hold on. You think Recore could be as good as this? I hope not.
He said it's better than Recore.
I think Crackdown is better. I think is one of the better games. But the thing is, I realized the way that the media has really been setting and priming people up the asshole for this review for the previews and stuff. I know they're gonna kill it, and I need to protect myself.
Yeah, it's gonna hit another 69, bro.
Definitely.
I got another question, right? Now, before like a couple of days ago, they kept saying the reviews were dropping on the 11th, but now I'm hearing they're dropping on the 14th.
No, it should still be the
11th. No, it's the day before, I believe.
So when did they move who made up this everything? Who made that?
You know what? On the 14th, that's a good day to get a Valentine's Day gift, Smooth. I appreciate that.
Oh man, you get mine a Valentine's Day gift.
People streaming the game though, so it's all right. It ain't like they.
But smooth. You're not really excited for this game, are you, man?
No, I'm very excited for the game. That's
I'm
honestly excited for the game.
But you mad at the game?
Every time I listen to you hype these Xbox games, it feels like you're obligated to hype them.
I'm not obligated. No, there's games. So this is what happens. I go through a phase where I'll semi-hype or I'll really hype games. Like for example, I hype Ashen and Below, and then if I play it, if I don't like it, I'll tell you about it. Or I don't talk about it. The game, but every game I hyped, that I hyped and truly enjoyed, I followed through with it. Like
there's honestly a lot of Crackdown fans, like people who really do enjoy Crackdown games. I'm not one of them, but there are people that do really love Crackdown.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Smooth and Blandrew are very similar. It's just except that Blandrew just doesn't hype. Nintendo doesn't make trash games.
Okay, thanks, Bob.
I don't think Microsoft makes trash games.
Then you're crazy. Okay. Here's my next topic. Here's my next topic I integrated onto here that BG didn't put. This generation right now has Microsoft released the worst generation of in-house developed games in modern console history.
Oh my god!
And if any other console has had worse in-house developed first-party games, name me that console.
You'd need to do research for that. You'd need to do proper research for that.
I would say TurboGrafx 16.
He said modern.
The fact that you even have to go back to the TurboGrafx.
Thank you, Blandrew.
If we go on between this generation and last generation, it's got to be this generation for Xbox.
I could not.
Yeah, but we know that, man. Why y'all gotta even go through this, man? We know they had a phase, man. They did bad.
Phase? They had a whole generation.
We going on
phase. We're gonna be back with 9th generation. We're gonna be back.
Yo, I've been saying this though. I truly feel this way. Crackdown 3 is the last of Microsoft's trash games.
Yeah, out their system. Thank you.
I was going to say that it's like it's the last era. It's the last era of that type of game.
Yeah, it's the last of that run. They on a new run.
And after Crackdown, I will be giving all of y'all the smoke.
Hold on, I got a question because
hold on. Nobody answered my question though.
It's Xbox, man.
It's an Xbox, man.
Yes, we know.
I got a question though, right? Because people were saying, Crackdown was the last of the Don Matrick era and gift field 3 years, this and that. So, with that being said, if Xbox next exclusive, quote unquote, they show it and it looks like it's ass, what are y'all gonna say?
It ain't looking good.
Number one,
are y'all gonna finally start blaming Killer Phil, or is it still?
Yes, like anything after Crackdown is definitely.
All right, that's all I want.
Okay. Real quick question for the comments. Somebody said Sega Saturn. I'm gonna be saying Panzer Dragoon, Dragon Force, Guardian Heroes, Knights, Virtual Fighter, Panzer Dragon 2,
classics, no question.
Virtual Cop,
Street Fighter Zero,
Vipers,
Fighters Mega Mix,
One,
Sega Rally, X-Men versus Street Fighter, Daytona.
Yeah.
Why y'all got this bootleg UK guy on here, bro?
Yo, come on, no beef, brother, no beef.
Yo, ain't nobody try to hear this. Ain't nobody try to hear this guy, bro.
Tony, man, I showed you love in the comments.
Did he get in here?
I don't know.
Nobody try to hear this guy,
He
bro.
feels some type of way. Somebody taking his repping his homeland instead of him.
Putting up on Wingy like that, dog.
I showed you love in the comments, man. I showed you love in the comments, brother.
Hey man, shout out Heartache, real recognize real, you know the vibe. Shout out AGS.
let me retake control
Shout
of
out
my
my man
podcast
Miller.
real quick. So Smooth, what do you have to say about this? That the Xbox One has the worst first party in the history of gaming.
The worst first party. I mean, as of I mean, the studios they got now. I mean, this generation
is the worst in the history of gaming.
Yeah, even it's tough. You know, when you think of first party,
it's not tough. It's so easy.
I mean, it's a facts. Wow.
I feel like I'm being like really pushed into a corner here.
Just speak from your heart, bro.
All you gotta do is look forward to the games that come after. It's over, Smooth. It's like you had a. It's like you gotta,
But I feel like I'm like, did Xbox really? Did they really have a bad showing, or just PlayStation games overrated?
No, it's
come on, man. Don't go down
there. Everybody messed up, Smooth. We said of all time, and you named PlayStation. We're removing PlayStation from the equation.
Of all time between the three generations. Because yes, I admit it. All right, because this generation of Xbox did not produce.
This was Xbox's whole phase. Okay,
so hold on. How can you be a fanboy of a console that has had the worst first party game?
Because I am not a showboater. I am not one of those. What you call me by when I
runner?
I am not a front runner. I stick with my shit.
Weren't you a Cavs fan last year?
I stick with LeBron.
Fonz, you watch basketball?
A little bit.
This man's favorite player before LeBron was Kobe, and before that was Shaq and Duncan.
Kobe. I liked a handful of players. I didn't have a concrete favorite until once LeBron entered the league. He was my all. Right now, as far as sports, every other sport other than basketball, because I love the stars of basketball. I love individuals of basketball, but every other sport is Boston based. I like the Red Sox, like the Bruins. I love the Patriots, and basketball, I like LeBron.
Man. Well,
gaming, I like Xbox.
Sony's opening a new Boston division. You better jump ship real quick over there.
Quick question: do you guys think they've done more damage releasing Crackdown?
No,
I don't.
I don't think so.
Absolutely.
No. I honestly feel that they would have gotten more backlash had they canceled Crackdown.
Yeah, because
it's too late to cancel it now. They should have canceled it way back then and kept
after Scalebound, they couldn't, man. They would have got killed for this.
Yeah, and I think that's why they didn't market it. They didn't want to spend the money on marketing.
Yeah, that's a good question because BG said they advertise a controller for special people over their new game coming out. Explain this.
It gets advertised as a Game Pass promotion, though.
No, but that controller's good, Bond. Come on, man.
No, I'm not saying it's not good, but they're advertising a controller for special people over advertising to their core audience.
That was during
but we're in an inclusive society right now, dude.
And that Super Bowl 30-second spot is expensive.
Exactly.
So you're gonna use Crackdown for that spot?
Why not? They would gain more goodwill.
You're advertising a controller that literally targets what? 0.5% of gamers?
That is true. I ain't even realize.
Oh well, are they promoting Game Pass?
Yes, that's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing.
Now there's promotion for this game. I don't know what I don't get. I've been seeing Terry Crews in the Crackdown.
There's absolutely no promotion for Crackdown.
Yeah,
no. I seen Terry Crews in the Crackdown suit.
Just because
you saw him on YouTube or on the Xbox dashboard, you didn't see him nowhere else.
Just because he wears spandex on Twitter don't mean he promotes.
Hold on. When I go to the movies and stuff, I thought I saw Crackdown ads everywhere. The bus stops and stuff like that.
You probably saw his Me Too speech, nigga. We not seen him on the
we gotta ask BG because BG's the king of movies. Did you see any Crackdown advertising?
No, and I've not recently, sir. I've been, I've used BG special a few times.
Because BG's been going to the movie theater all day.
But you're right. He has been going to the movies. If he hasn't seen this around, I mean, let's be honest. We know Xbox been doing that with these Game Pass games, but okay, it's over. They ain't got no faith in their own game. God,
this generation is over. Next generation is a different story.
I was just about to say that. It's time to move on. It's time to move on.
Honestly, they got Ninja Theory, Obsidian. They've got some good devs underneath them.
I'm getting tired of this shit, man.
They should probably push Halo Infinite to a next generation game.
If anybody thinks that they're not going to come out with some good, decent AAA IPs, they're clueless. Okay.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Nah, I'm
scared
not.
He said he's scared.
man.
I'm hoping, but
it's
like
looking bad,
Microsoft
man.
is like has like the reverse King
bad,
Midas
man.
touch.
Everybody's tearing them up all over the internet. There's jokes everywhere about Xbox now. I don't know. It became like the running joke. If you play Xbox, you're not a game. All this shit is getting on my nerves, man.
Well, like Microsoft.
I every time I tell somebody I prefer Xbox, everyone comes in with these jokes.
Yeah. I don't.
I'm tired of this shit.
Dude, not like
Microsoft
being
King
openly
Midas in reverse.
Openly supporting Xbox is almost like openly supporting Trump.
But there's-
Everybody like
Right.
Okay, well, hold on, but Smooth, you gotta think about it though, right? You're viewed as an Xbox fan, right? Somebody comes to your Crackdown 3 stream, they see you go 3 matches with no kills. They gonna say, "What the fuck? Like, what the fuck going on?"
See, but that had no reflect on my skills. I feel like that's a mode
that reflects on the Xbox community.
Well, technically,
definitely
research shows that Xbox were like the gamers are more like
no,
yeah.
Stop.
There's factual evidence there.
It depends what type of Xbox gamer you are. Like I've been traditionally Xbox, but if it's like if I'm not seeing games on it, then I'll go elsewhere. It's not because I'm not going to support the Xbox just to say I'm supporting the Xbox. What's the point in fucking supporting it if there's no games on it? I enjoy it. No, sorry, yeah, okay. Do you know what I mean? No exclusives.
Sure, but they can't do that right. Y'all just sat here talking about Anthem runs 10 frames less than PlayStation. Like they can't get no wins from nothing.
No. But listen, Jimmy. What I'm saying is, Jimmy. For me, everybody's different. For me, it's
they're only doing that because they couldn't handle the Red Dead. I'm sorry, they couldn't handle the Red Dead.
Listen,
they couldn't handle that.
That was a good point.
Listen.
My bad.
For me, it's exclusives. That's all I care about, man. Like multiplats on anything. I get my Xbox One X because that's where the most powerful multiplats are supposed to be. Outside of that, I want exclusives. And as somebody who's traditionally Xbox, they've not been good enough for me. That's just being honest. They've not been good enough.
I know, but
I'm sorry, no homo, but I love Wingy's accent, dude.
Whoa!
I'm sorry. Just had to throw it out there, man.
Okay.
I said no homo. That should discount the shit. Like, stop. But I really like it. Like,
That man Smooth dick touching the top of his desk right now.
Well, come on, man.
This shit crazy.
We've come to the conclusion that Microsoft had the worst first party of all time this generation.
Shout out to Quantum Break.
So let's move on to here's another story that is near and dear to my heart. EA reports low sales of Battlefield 5. Oh,
very low.
Oh, man.
Now, why do you think this happened?
Hey, man.
There's a girl on the cover.
Backlash.
I mean, if you tell people, hey, if you don't like it, don't buy it, and you want to, but I want to do the SJW progressive multi-gender gaming for my daughter, then yes.
It happened simply because EA. That's what happened to this game. Fucking EA loves to fuck shit up. And
I really think that Battlefront left a bad taste in people's mouth. They just didn't trust EA to buy this game.
No doubt. And that's why I don't trust. Like, I'm not buying Anthem day one. I got to see what changes they make, because they said there's super changes coming to that game. Day one.
Juice Man said exactly what my theory is. I think as soon as they go back to modern times, all this will go away. Sales will skyrocket again. I honestly believe that. I'll put money on that. The next Battlefield goes modern. I guarantee you they meet sales expectations. I'll put money on it.
You know what? I
social media talk.
I agree with that, BG. I agree with that. That's smart, because I've been wanting a modern day shooter. I'm tired of this going back to World War I and II, because the guns between that era suck. They suck.
So BG, are you saying the low sales are because it was set in World War II, or because of the outcry of the social justice warrior, and if you don't want it, don't buy it?
I would say, okay, if I had to give a percentage, it's I would say it's 40% EA's bad PR and 60% they went back to World War I, which is what people wanted, right? They wanted a little bit of that, but then they stuck with it.
The first one was one. The first
World War II. Carry on.
Yeah, Battlefield 1 was World War I. So they went there, but they thought people wanted another one in World War II. They didn't. Right. We wanted to go back to modern after that.
Because it felt like we didn't go anywhere. It felt like we were in the same era.
And they're definitely not doing futuristic, because nobody likes futuristic.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that was their biggest mistake.
I don't know, because they just seem to be
a bad company.
I don't know if Battlefield could come back from that and go back to where they were. I don't know.
I don't know if it's a setting, because I want
Battlefield 2143.
Yeah, I want that as well.
Bad Company is what everybody wanted. I thought.
I'll take a Bad Company 3.
I'll take that too, but I don't know. I don't know if Battlefield could go.
I mean, Bad Company 2 has better destructible environments than Crackdown.
Here we go.
Try to avoid that. I know it's coming here.
Okay.
Yo, I gotta chill with Xbox. We took a beat and it's over. All right, move on.
Move on. He said move on.
Smooth. How many Xboxes did you buy?
This whole generation?
Yeah.
15.
Ooh, I got 3 of the, I think 3 or 4 of the original model, and then 1 of the S model, and then I had owned like 3 or 4 of the X models.
You spent like, what was that, 8 or 9 Xboxes? How's it feel to spend 8 or 9 Xboxes for the worst first-party games in the history of gaming?
It happens every generation. I don't feel like, I don't know, if it's whatever. It doesn't, that stuff doesn't bother me. I've gotten a whole lot out of Xboxes.
Smooth. Do you prefer the Xbox's exclusives this generation or the PlayStations?
Don't give him that satisfaction.
No, listen. I'm not trying to trip you up.
You already said that Xbox had the worst in the history of gaming. So
no, I'm not trying to trip you up, Smith. I'm saying, as an Xbox guy myself, I'm not fucking happy with it. Excuse my language. I'm not happy with it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. I just love this guy.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I'll say it. I'm not happy with it.
See, the thing is, there's a handful of, I want to say handful. There's a couple PlayStation exclusive that I really, really like overall this generation.
Bloodborne, God of War. Can I keep going?
My favorite was Quantum Break, and that's not even a Microsoft Studio game. That's my
favorite. It's the Microsoft IP.
Outside of Forza. Forza 4 is brilliant. I mean, excellent game.
I think
Forza Horizon 4.
I feel like a lot of games this generation, like there's a lot of games that I absolutely love, but I felt like they were wrongfully like murdered by the media.
What game was wrongfully murdered?
Media biased.
He said media biased.
I feel like Rise Center Rome was wrongfully murdered.
Trash.
I feel like Recore was wrongfully murdered.
Extra trash.
I feel like Quantum Break was murdered,
yeah,
and I feel like Quantum Break was really good.
Mediocre.
It was really good.
No, it's good. Quantum Break was good.
Dude, I tried to play Quantum Break. I couldn't get into it, man.
Oh man, because it plays like a PlayStation game. That's probably
no,
why.
It doesn't.
Cutscenes, bro.
Dude, I feel like Gears of War and I feel like Gears of War 4 and Halo 5 were treated like kind of really like just. I feel like they were shaded.
Because they regressed. They didn't improve. They went downhill.
Smooth.
Halo 5 has the best multiplayer I've ever freaking played.
And what do people care about when Halo comes? They care about the lore and the story, which is
really, I thought it was bad, bro.
It's the multiplayer.
Smooth. The point I'm making is, even though Bond is harsh, because sometimes he's overly harsh on Xbox, as an Xbox guy he is, but the point I'm making is, when we accept, I don't know how to word this right, but with like Crackdown 3, if Xbox guys are like, do you know what? We know we secretly don't, it's not that good, but we're going to hype it up. That's not sending out the right message. Mm-hmm. We need to send out the message that it's not good enough, man. So next generation, we're going to get fire. If we just accept Crackdown and be like, yeah, this is great, but secretly, when I'm playing Xbox games with Xbox guys, they're like, well, it's not really that good, but you know what? At least it's something. I'm saying, no, it's not good enough. If we don't demand it, you're not going to get it next year. Well, you might get it next year. They're already working on next year, but you know what I mean. Sorry, go on.
You know what, Wayne? You make a great point, and I feel like, follow me on this, these Xbox dudes hype up these games that they really don't like so they can interact with Phil Spencer and Mike Ybarra on Twitter and on Xbox Live party chats instead of just keeping it 100, being like, you know what? I'm not really fucking with this. So,
you know what, though?
I got a different take on it.
I'm here.
I'm not hyping up Crackdown for the sake of Microsoft. I've called out Microsoft and Xbox for their lack of marketing this game. I'm genuinely looking forward to the game. Because listen. Because of them not doing what they're supposed to be doing with their own game, it puts fear in me that they're just sending this shit out, whatever it is. It's like as is. It's like, hey guys, you're getting this game to as is.
Smooth. You should be fearful the game sucks. Not that they're advertising the game.
The thing is, this whole thing, this game sucks thing. What game universally sucks? Like I don't believe I don't believe in this whole thing that like because this person says this game sucks or this group of people says this game sucks, like that the game truly sucks. I found a lot of games, especially this generation, that was quote unquote sucked, like that I liked. Like there's
like,
games that
what?
Smooth. I'm gonna name you
Like,
a list of games that you played, and you tell me if you've had more fun with this list of games than you've had on the Xbox first party games.
Go ahead.
Spider-Man, Uncharted 4, God of War, and Bloodborne. I've seen you play all 4 of them games on PlayStation, and you seem to be having a lot of fun with those games.
Well, God of War, I didn't have a lot of fun with. I played it. I thought it was good. I didn't think the game was all that fun. I thought it was gorgeous. This is the difference. Playing a game that just looks amazing. I didn't think the game at all was like super fun. That's why I preferred Spider-Man. I prefer Spider-Man to God of War.
He didn't think God of War was super fun, but Rise was unfairly criticized. You see how that works?
Look. Smooth, you can't talk about God of War and then say, well, it was okay. I had fun with it, but
and then say Rise
was a great game.
I'm not saying God of War was bad.
It was an amazing game, dude. The combat and everything was amazing in that.
You don't gotta like God of War if you don't want to, man. Don't let these guys bully you into.
I
don't think God of War. There's nothing bad that I said God of War. I don't think it was the funnest game I played on PlayStation.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem when you say. But here's the problem when you say don't let people bully somebody into it. He just mentioned Rise being underrated.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was very underrated.
Blandrew, that would be like you saying, "Oh, I hated A Hat in Time, but Super Mario Galaxy was okay."
But no, that's not what I'm saying. You guys saying just because I didn't suck God of War's dick, right? To say, oh, it's the best game of the generation. I said I didn't have as much fun with it. I didn't say the game was bad. I agree. There's nothing about God of War that I thought was bad.
Smooth. I'll just break it down like this.
Before and after that, I just thought
Smooth. Let me break it down like this. What'd you like better, Rise or God of War?
Well, God of War.
Okay. Smooth. I
think God of War is a better game than Rise.
How did Rise unfairly
criticized? Rise was still smooth. Think about it. Rise scored lower than State of Decay 2 and Sea of Thieves. How?
Let me rewind back in time real quick to a point where idiots all across the internet said that Crysis 1 was nothing but a tech demo, yet it was an open world sandbox that still has more freedom than 95% of any first-person shooter game to play the campaign. And then Rise comes out, the most generic hack and slash tech demo ever, but it was good. Get out of here. That game was trash.
It was not trash.
Smooth. What I was trying to say was I actually understand what you're saying. I recognize God of War as a great game. It's a fun game, but it didn't grab me as much as Red Dead Redemption. And people take my head off when I say that. How could you say that? It's a great game. It's a fan. You can see it's a great game, but it didn't grab me in the way it did other people. I don't know why it didn't grab me in as much as it did other people. Like Witcher 3, that didn't grab me as much as it did other people. What's that?
Get him out of here.
He said boot him. Oh.
Okay. Cyberpunk, I think that's going to be fantastic. Sorry,
go on to the next topic because
real quick, I want to say I put a bunch of Division keys in the chat.
Or you could just
the beta's over at 11 o'clock, but
you could just I won't be playing it then. I gotta get on Resident Evil 2.
It's 11 o'clock tomorrow. Over at 11 o'clock tomorrow.
I'm still gonna start Resident Evil 2, which brings me to the next topic. I have not played Resident Evil 2 yet. I'm about to start it tonight. But this crying over Mr. X just has me laughing.
Ridiculous.
And people saying, "Oh, I can't shoot out." Like
he's exposing. He's exposing.
Was Claire like a military commando, or is Leon like a veteran cop, like a seasoned veteran, or is it his first day? Like, what are people complaining about? Would Mr. X even be scary or fearful if you could just shoot him and kill him?
I'm genuinely surprised that people are saying this thing because I'm going to be honest, I'm not the most amazing gamer, and sometimes tricky and difficult games do frustrate me sometimes, right? Mr. X, at first I thought, I don't like this, but actually added to the atmosphere. And to be honest, it's not difficult. It's not difficult at all. It's not that fast. You just got to move. You got to be active. When people are saying it's too much and it's ruining the game, I think it's ridiculous, in my opinion. And I'm not even somebody who embraces massively hard games. I don't think Mr. X was difficult, in my opinion.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought it was all gravy till he busted through that wall the first time. I was like, oh my god, I don't.
You just gotta stay away from him. Just
you never played the original, Jimmy?
Yeah, of course. But I forgot that he does that.
He's not fast. He's not fast. He's not fast. Just stay away.
He if you run past him and he's in the hole next to you, he could bust through the wall.
I mean, bro, I'm just gonna assume that this is most people's first Resident Evil game because
It's
this
not
not the first Resident Evil where you got Resident Evil 7 had a character chase you through the first third of the game. Resident Evil 3, Nemesis, he chased you damn near the whole game. So,
Bro, I hope they remake Nemesis just for these crying people. Oh,
they are. That's
my favorite one.
They already said they're doing 3.
I mean,
what is it people are saying though? What's the problem with the exact?
Go ahead, BG, because BG made a video and explained.
I mean, technically, even in Resident Evil 4, they had I think they were called regenerators. You could kill them, but there was a time where you had to find the right sniper rifle with a certain scope on it to even kill the regenerators. But some people are saying that like it's just annoying, and they don't like the concept of there being something that you can't kill. They don't like that concept. It's just that just doesn't make sense for them. Why put it in the game if I can't kill it? Which to us sounds stupid, but they're coming from, they're in a generation or started gaming from a generation where you could kill everything. So it's just off-putting.
But like Dead Space 1 and 2 had characters you couldn't kill, though they chased after you. Like I'm trying to figure out what survival horror games that these people play. Like Outlast got shit that chases you that you can't kill until the very end.
And I said that like y'all would hate Outlast, or what's the other game? Alien.
Isolation.
Yeah. You would hate those.
Yeah.
You would hate those because you don't even got no weapons. You got to run. That's all you can do.
So it's not the actual difficulty people have got a problem with. It's the concept of being you can't kill. Is that right?
Yeah. I see one comment where a person's like, I just want to play the game at my own pace and not be bought. I'm like, bro, it's a horror game.
Now, I said that at first. As soon as I see him, I don't want to spoil it, but when he approaches, I thought, oh, for Christ's sake, I'm just enjoying running around at my own pace. But then once you actually realise you can evade him, I kind of enjoy hearing the footsteps. It makes it a bit more tense and enjoyable. But at first, I did think that I want to play it at my own pace. But it picks up, and it's fine, man. It's fine.
Somebody put in a mod where the closer he gets, the louder the DMX music.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah, funny.
Yeah, people was at first just manually putting in the music while they edited. Now it's an official mod.
That is funny.
That's kind of fire.
Yeah, is the clip real with the rocket launcher where he sees it and he starts turning around and leaving?
I don't know what that one is. I seen that.
Yeah, because I think it's a glitch where he'll turn around or something in that one area.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I've seen something with the.
But people have modded Nemesis into it, so that would be chasing things.
Nemesis, he be running. Oh my
I want to see that. I want to see that one.
Yeah, pretty much they modded Mr. X to make him move faster, and they gave him the skin of Nemesis. So yeah.
What do you guys think of the concept of them branching off and continuing this story of Claire and Leon?
They did it in the first one.
No. I mean, in a separate, like, as in Resident Evil, maybe 2.5, and continuing on in a full game.
They can't because 2 months later, Claire went to Europe for Code Veronica.
Yeah.
She left right after Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you are. Do you know what I'm saying though? I like this game. I like these characters, and I'd like if they continued it like a couple of weeks on or something like that. But
see, the problem with Resident Evil is when you get up to 6, all the characters have had so much experience with fighting these zombies, they're all over prepared. And they all know what to deal with it. They all know how to deal with everything.
Yeah. True.
Well, like in the early games, like you go into a mansion, you didn't know what the hell was there. You're trapped in the city with rookie people. You're escaping a city. I mean, Resident Evil 4 was the first time a properly trained professional agent went out on a mission, and it showed.
And the bad thing about Resident Evil 6, the bad thing about it being such a bad game is it had so much like fan service in it, like Leon meeting
every character,
yeah, like every character meeting back up after not seeing each other for a long. Like, damn, these are like special moments for fans, but it's in a trash game, so you don't even want to get up to it.
Yeah, but I felt like every character's game was different, so it was. I liked it. I like 6.
Smooth, did you beat it yet?
Well, no, I didn't.
I'm getting it like next week.
I beat it with Claire. I haven't done it with Leon yet.
I beat that game too many times.
I kind of can't really be bothered to do it with Leon, but apparently people say it's different, so I will do it with Leon as well.
Not really, not much.
You got to beat the game with each character, and then on the second run, beat it with the opposite character.
You know me. As soon as I see the credits roll, that's it. Tick, game completed.
Man.
Add it to the list. Add it to the list. Game completed.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you.
All right.
Oh man.
No, but you don't get the real ending until you beat it 4 times, though.
Game sold 3 million. I heard it has a first-person mod and a fixed camera mod too.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a great game. It's really good.
And this is exactly why I was saying game streaming that Xbox is pushing is terrible. Because once games,
why did he take us? Why did that even come up?
Hear me out though. I don't like PlayStation Now or Nvidia Shield, whatever they're doing. Because once gaming becomes all streaming, you won't be able to do a first-person mod. You won't be able to do a fixed camera mod.
But be honest, gaming won't become all streaming for quite some time.
But I'm saying whenever it happens, all these fun things like the Nemesis mods, Mr. X mods, the music, first-person mode, fixed camera mode, they're gone.
Nah,
can't touch
it. It's going to be an option probably till we're dead, bro.
Bond, I've also
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I do because our infrastructure sucks when it comes to the internet. Try streaming PlayStation Now on your cell phone, bro. It ain't gonna work.
Bond, has the certain members of the Xbox community and the way they act, has that tainted your view of Xbox? Does that make you? Does that leave a negative impression of the console upon you?
No, the console already had a negative impression. The fans have nothing to do about it.
I'm just curious. That's all.
Fanboys on both sides kind of irritate the shit out of me.
Yeah,
to be honest.
All sides.
Okay.
It just reaffirms what I say about the Xbox. So when I see Xbox fans getting sued for $13,000 for defending their piece of plastic, though.
Oh, what's that about? Get it out, Bond. Get it on out, man.
What's that one? What's that?
Some dude. I mean, we'll talk about that in the after party some other time, though. It was in the Corporate Slave Awards. But let's talk about speaking of fanboys. These PC gamers crying and complaining about the Epic Store. Now, look, I'll give them this with the whole Metro thing. It is kind of messed up that the game was coming on Steam and like a month before release, you could only get on Epic Store. Okay, fine. But even before that, all this crying about the Epic Store, it just makes me realize how new these born in broadband gamers are. I remember when Half-Life 2 came out, everybody hated Steam. And look where it's at now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's the real problem? You know, just because they have to download a new launcher or whatnot, like
they're not even giving the Epic Store a chance to flourish though. Like Bond said, Steam, and they comparing it to all the features Steam got. But my thing is, most other third-party launchers don't even got as many features as Steam, and they've been out for some years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta get your chance.
It's like I said, we'll have this conversation 6 months later. And if the Epic Store it's still severely lacking, okay, then you have a point.
So there was this list of pretty much all the features that Steam has that the Epic Game Store won't have at launch. And I was looking at that list, and you realize like 9 out of 10 of those things are things that you don't really need, like, or don't affect the game. Like, the only thing that was really important on that list was like cloud saves.
But this is the thing, though. They add, like, every time somebody complains, they change the refund policy to match Steam's. They're adding friends lists, they're adding achievements. They're adding this stuff.
Let me ask you guys something, because even Bond here, and I'm a little bit surprised you didn't bring this up. So I want to ask y'all why y'all all here, because I have a problem with this. My problem is having another game library. Having to get
another game library. It's still under computer.
So you have to have all these clients installed, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So you have to install another client every time you.
Oh no, a 2 megabyte icon.
Hold on. Let's have that discussion then. So if I just built a new PC, right? So I had to reinstall Steam and get these accounts and put all these accounts back on my computer, right? So now I have to worry about having another client and account.
So Jimmy, let me ask you a question. Do you complain when you open up a new bank account? Do you complain when you get a new debit card?
It's funny you say that. It's funny
you complain when you get a new credit card?
Listen, that's why they have apps to control all of these things.
And they don't have apps on PC.
They got
watch everything from Steam.
Yeah.
What about having 2 different consoles? Is that a problem?
What do you mean?
Okay.
I mean, I'm glad you brought that up, because that makes my point. Wasn't somebody saying they only play on Xbox because that's where their friends is at? That's the ecosystem they're a part of?
bro. I don't understand it.
I want to hear it. I just want to hear it because I don't understand why you guys. You act like if you've been collecting achievements on Steam.
My thing is,
bro, the computer is like achievements are the least important thing in gaming.
This is why I'm calling a lot of PC gamers hypocrites, right? They always say, "Oh, we're gonna go where the deal is. We're gonna go where stuff is cheaper." They take it off Steam, make it $10 cheaper on the Epic Store, and people still complaining. Like, come on, bro.
Look, you know what? I had enough of this shit. I'm gonna tell you flat out, you PC motherfuckers. Look, I'm gonna tell you flat out like this. Now, hold on, I'm about to get you mad. If y'all don't get y'all stuff together on PC, man, I'm gonna start pirating all these fucking games. So I gotta wait on a client. How about that? Says I gotta have 1,000 clients to play a fucking game.
Bro, you don't want to share the game. Okay.
And that's the very reason. And that's the very reason you get unoptimized bullshit on your PC sometimes, and they make games for console first.
Because of clients.
Now, if I want to play Metro, I gotta go get a whole.
Fonz, you don't get unoptimized games.
No. Because he's talking about pirating games.
Yes. They have been threatening the PC gamers recently.
You're not gonna make me go get another client to play your game if I want to.
My nigga, you said go get like you got to leave your house though.
yeah. That's not how I feel because
Jimmy, I need you to hear me out on this and answer this question, right? Because y'all be pissing me off with this. Y'all always talk about the freedom, the flexibility. Ooh, I just built this. Ooh, I just installed this. Ooh, I just upgrade. You'll spend hours, days, and weeks building, upgrading, fine-tuning, fixing your wiring and your cable management. But double-clicking on an icon is too much?
Yeah, that's where they draw the line. That's where they draw the line.
What?
Yo, hold on. I thought you was gonna get mad when I said this. I'm gonna repeat it. How about I pirate the game and I don't got to go for it? How about that? Hey, fucking PC, get me sick with this, man. You always making me do this. If you always making me jump through hoops to play a game on PC.
You build your own computer, Jimmy?
Every time I build one, I gotta go reinstall another damn client.
Oh my God,
Jimmy! I just want you to know, if you pirate that game, that's a whole lot of clicking you're gonna have to do.
Exactly. Fonz, what's gonna take more work? You downloading a torrent and pirating a game, or double clicking an icon?
No,
you already know the answer, bro. You already know the answer.
This is craziness. They brag about building their own custom-built PCs, but a client's too much.
Jimmy, you own a PC. Do you own a PlayStation as well?
I own every console.
Okay, I rest my case. You got libraries on every.
Yo, but hold on. You talking about physical games versus digital games?
What does it matter?
You had to go out. You had to go out your house to get those, though.
Bro, I just downloaded the Epic Store client in 2 seconds on a 32 megabyte download.
Look, I'm sorry to put it this way, but it's even worse that you're crying about digital games.
Yo, listen, you know what? I want the same energy. Hold on. I want the same energy from you motherfuckers when I say I beat a game. You go, well, let me see your achievements. Let me see you. I want the same energy because I'm not trying to have achievements and trophies all over the place. I'm not trying to be all over the place with this, man. I want myself in one spot. So when you talk crap,
I downloaded it in 30. It's a 32 megabyte file.
I don't care. I got it because I play Fortnite. I got it because I play Fortnite.
Jimmy's on fire, man. Jimmy's on fire.
PC dudes are literally acting like their computer is like uncompatible and they got to go buy a whole new rig.
No, you know what it is? You telling me how to play my game on my PC.
Well, they tell you how to do that on console all the time.
It's one console though. You act like it's like five different
consoles.
I pick a console, I play my game. Now on PC, if I want to play Metro, I gotta go get an Epic client launcher to play it. I'm done with these launchers.
If you want to play Overwatch or EA games, you got to get that client.
Jack, what are these complaints about not buying Anthem on Steam?
No. Let me say this. I'm done with all of these clients after what I went through with Fallout. I could not get Fallout off my computer.
That was your fault.
I had to uninstall
That's the you problem.
That's the problem. That was a you problem. We told you not to.
They
hijacked my PC. They told me
we told you not to download that.
Yeah, we did.
We told you not to download that trash. You said it was good.
Bethesda sent me a flat message and said to uninstall the game.
Jack, didn't we tell him not to download that trash? We did. And he was like, "No,
I'm not trusting these.
Talking about
Steam is the only client that never did no funny shit,
bro. So how come you're not complaining that Anthem's not on Steam?
Guess what? Metro Exodus will be on my Steam account. You know
why aren't you complaining that Anthem is not on Steam?
Because I don't care about Anthem. Anthem's trash.
Oh shit.
That's not the point, though.
And guess what? The Division 2 is not on Steam. Did I complain about that?
Yeah, why don't you complain about that?
Because I'm okay with that. I have a whole Ubisoft collection. Ubisoft is good. We
don't
start a collection on Epic. Exactly. Get an Epic game. And you know what else? Epic gives away a free 2 free games a week. They give away 2 free games a week, Jimmy.
Whoa, hold on. Wait, they do?
Yes.
Let me download that. Hold on.
Yeah, they have 2 free games a week. That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
He said, "Let me download that."
No. First of all, don't download them. Pirate them like you said.
No, I'm not gonna pirate. I was just talking shit.
Oh, all right. You got it. Yeah, like I said, the old guard of PC gamers ain't complaining.
But shout out to Ubisoft. You know you can't pirate their stuff, right?
Just get Xbox.
I don't know. I don't pirate games.
Just get Xbox One X.
Use pirate. Stop lying. Confess, man.
Last time I pirated a game was what the hell is that game? It came out in 1995.
God damn.
I only pirate games you can't physically download anymore. With GOG and Steam, any game you want, you can buy.
No, I agree. That is the only reason I see the pirate game.
Shout out. I just want to give a quick shout out to One Night since he trying to come at me. This man, I'm snitching. I'm absolutely snitching because I'm a civilian. This man has a hack. This man has a hacked Nintendo Switch and he steals all his games. I did that. FBI, CIA, go after him. Get him.
I don't know this One Night you talking. I don't know who that is.
Get him. I'm snitching.
You hear the enjoyment. Hear the enjoyment in BG's voice when he's saying.
I don't even know who that is, bro.
All y'all are criminals on PC. Stop it. I've been on PC since the 90s. Don't lie. I don't know nobody on PC.
Jimmy, what was your first PC?
My first PC was a Windows 95 PC.
No, that was the operating system. What was your first PC?
No, I'm talking about it was a Windows PC, dog. I don't know. I don't remember. I was a kid.
See, I remember my first PC was a Packard Bell, the Pentium 1, 128 megahertz with 24 megabytes of RAM.
This man remembers playing Mega Man at 8. So
I was playing StarCraft on a 33.6K PPS modem.
I had I go way back. I go to a 92 Tandy computer, a TRS-80.
A Pentium chip was in a PS2, by the way.
I go back further than all of you, to be honest, but I'm not.
Pentium chip was not in the PS2. That was the Emotion Engine, Jimmy.
It was a Pentium chip in the PS2 . Don't tell me, dog. We can Google
hold on.
Here we go.
Let me get these receipts.
Here we go.
No Intel processors in the PlayStation.
Who about to take a L?
None. Emotion Engine CPU.
I might.
This man Jimmy, though.
I might.
Shout out to Uncle Jimmy.
Jimmy, you were doing good until the hour mark, man.
Oh no, I'm looking at it. Sony PS2 Intel Pentium 4 processor. What happened? I'm looking at it right now.
Sony PS what?
No, hold on. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I know I'm not crazy. I know what I be talking about. Thank you. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. Click on that.
Here we go.
Hold on. I clicked the wrong thing. I got excited. Hold on. Check that out, man. Go on ahead and check that out, man.
This is a desktop, man.
Nah, no, it's not.
Desktop board. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yes, anyway, I know what I'm talking about. Desktop.
Anyway,
board,
I know what I'm
Jimmy.
talking about, man. Y'all go.
No, this is a desktop board, Jimmy.
I'm going ahead and educate y'all.
What are you talking about? Oh, this is a desktop in the form of a PS2.
Nah, man. PS2 got a Pentium chip in it.
No. Jimmy, you have to take a week suspension for this one.
This is a PS2.
You're going to have to take a week suspension out of this one. Like, Swoop's court case just got thrown out over this one right here.
Yep, I'm looking at it right here. Yep.
Bro, I'm looking at the same leak or the same link.
Uh-huh.
It's a desktop. This isn't the PlayStation 2.
Pentium 4. I'm looking right at it.
Bro, do you see the back of the board?
I'm looking at it. I'm doing further research, and I'm finding out. Yes, it's a Pentium 40.
Bro. Let's move on.
All right.
Oh my God! So Jimmy, when did the PS2?
Yo, he said I was trolling. Jesus Christ!
Nah, you take next week off, Jimmy. It's cool. All right, next topic. PSN generated more revenue than both Microsoft's gaming division and Nintendo's division as a whole. This is just their PSN. This isn't even game sales. Landry, what happened here, Doug?
Landry not in.
I think he keep dropping out.
Yeah, he keep getting kicked.
That's not really surprising though, because of the install base.
Exactly.
It's not surprising.
Nobody should be surprised with the Switch being a new system and the Xbox being a total abject failure.
And with 91 million or 94 million sold of PlayStations, shouldn't be surprised.
The PlayStation 3 would have sold 100 million plus too, if they didn't blow their feet off.
But when you said Xbox is a total abject failure, that's only in comparison to PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't call the GameCube and the original Xbox a failure, but like compared to the PlayStation 2, they got that ass whooped.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. Smooth?
Jimmy? I'm sorry. What was the question?
I'm reading.
Smooth. There's no eating on Black Bonds podcast.
These cinnamon buns was getting cold. I had to eat it.
Okay. We got that excuse for the
Well, yeah, look, I'd rather you eat some cinnamon buns than go for Wingy's buns. I was worried.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know, right?
Now, what was the question, though? What was the deal?
PlayStation Network alone generated more revenue than Microsoft and Nintendo's entire gaming divisions combined.
It's good for now. Next gen ain't gonna have shit to say, but
Interesting.
Oh my God!
I'm rocking. Watch. Microsoft.
Explain to us what's going to happen next gen.
Wait till next gen, my nigga.
Because Nintendo is going to adapt Xbox Live. Steam, they're going to fly into the abyss and got no other choice but to partner up with Microsoft. And you'll see how this shit turns around.
Why is everybody under the assumption that the Switch is going to adopt Xbox Live?
I'm hoping it does. It needs it.
No, it's not going to have it, bro.
Hold on. First of all, why would Steam partner with Microsoft?
I don't know. I just feel it in my gut.
Jesus Christ!
I got a gut feeling, bro.
You just talking extra points.
You know what else you had a gut feeling about? Crackdown getting an 80. How'd that turn out?
Well, we don't know yet, but I'm just to save face. I'm asking we could we settle out of court. Like
Smooth, gift me Devil May Cry 5.
Dang. That comes out when?
I don't know.
March.
Pre-order.
All right, good. It's March. I got some time.
The only people that try to settle out of court are those that are guilty.
Because the thing is that now I don't agree with like I don't know what's gonna happen in the next couple of days, but I just got a horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach that GameSpot's, IGN's, Polygon, they're all salivating right now because they can't wait to get those clicks up, and Crackdown's gonna be the reason for it.
So here's my question: how come they don't rate God of War badly or Spider-Man badly?
Because it's not in their interest. That's not
or
there's not any interest to do that. There's like
so what's the interest in giving Xbox games bad reviews?
Because
come on,
Xbox is
Crackdown deserves it. Sea of Thieves deserves it. State of Decay 2 deserved it.
What Smooth? How does Crackdown deserve it? It's not even like in full. Like unless you probably
we've seen it. I don't know. We've seen it, bro.
We've seen what? We've seen.
Okay, because everything that you're saying so far is that Crackdown 3 plays like Crackdown 1, and they've said directly, if you like Crackdown 1, you'll like this game. If you don't, you won't. And
I like Crackdown 1.
I don't.
Crackdown 1 came out almost 20 years ago.
What I'm saying, what do these developers get in return for rating these Microsoft games badly, but at the same time,
the journalists they get click, they get ad revenue.
Then why do they rate Forza highly?
Because they had no choice. Niggas would have died if they would have lied on that game.
Whoa, what? What's going on?
So wait, they're lying about the quality of the game?
Maybe exaggerating. I feel like some games are very exaggerated. Like when, like they're
like
ready.
90s and shit. Like, well, come on, fam.
Smooth. I feel like you picked up Crackdown. In the bottom of your heart, you knew, like, damn, I owe Black Bond another game. Within the first 5 minutes of you.
Then you say if Bond wanted to bet he was gonna have to fight you.
I say if he doesn't back out, if he really wants to get, he's gonna have to fight me. I don't see myself.
You're about to be dying when he's
So Smooth, tell the real reason why you wouldn't bet me at the Patriots would win the Super Bowl.
Because like I don't like to believe in like these stupid ass jinx and stuff like that. But the thing is, it's like I needed to guarantee. You know. Guess what? You want to hear something funny, bro?
Go ahead.
I'm a part of DraftKings Sportsbook. I bet $60 on the Rams.
Just so the Patriots.
Just can fucking win.
See, Smooth is understanding.
I literally put $60. I was like, whatever. I'm either going to make hundreds of dollars and watch the Patriots lose, or I'm gonna lose $60 and the Patriots win.
Smooth is finally realizing his powers of losing every bet using them for good.
You hedged your bets right there. I ain't mad.
But look, Smooth, all you gotta do is next gen be like Microsoft's gonna fail, Microsoft's gonna suck.
Smooth is
like any games.
Smooth is like. Smooth is like Jinx from DC or Domino from Marvel, except in reverse. Yeah,
I understand, Smooth. You were looking at that game, Crackdown, and you were speaking from the heart. You were like, I really like Crackdown. I think it's going to get an 80, but this ain't about personal stuff. You know, you got to look at it as, you know, what the masses look at this game like. And to say that it was going to be an 80 is crazy. I'll be shocked if it hits a 75 on Metacritic.
If you listen to the podcast with Major Nelson, when Phil Spencer was on that, they asked, which you probably did, Smooth. They said Major Nelson asked him, what's Crackdown 3 like, and he literally said, "It's Crackdown. It's Crackdown." Even Phil Spencer wasn't like, "Do you know what? I'm confident this game's going to smash. I'm really excited to get this product out." If people think I'm lying, go back and listen to the podcast. They asked him, "What is it like?" And Phil Spencer said, "It's Crackdown. If you like Crackdown, you're going to like it." He should be hyping that up. Do you know what I'm saying? He's from the same perspective as I am. I want it to be good, but you can look at it.
He was being a realist, dog.
Yeah.
Here's what you do, man. It's your fault that Microsoft sucked this generation.
Oh, no,
it's not. Yes, it is. I'll explain to you why. Because you keep hyping them up and you keep saying doing amazing things. If you just were honest, or hell, even if you lied to yourself and said, "This game's going to be terrible. This is going to be awful," everything happens in the opposite of how you predict it, Smooth. So if you really want Microsoft to be better, just say it sucks every day.
I think the backlash they did get and the sales they didn't get caused them to go out and buy new studios and stuff. So I think that they're trying to change that. I really do.
Yeah, but you know what? It's too late now. Like I told
for
Jack,
this gen, yeah.
It's like I told Jack before. The Cavaliers need to start getting players before LeBron left.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? I don't know if you guys listen to Kind of Funny with Greg Miller. He's a PlayStation guy, but he's actually concerned for PlayStation next generation with regard.
Why?
Well,
here's the thing. They've already sold me a PS5 day one because of the game.
Because of PS4.
No,
everybody's buying PlayStation 5s day one. They're going to be looking at the next Xbox super skeptic.
But even Colin Moriarty is saying the same thing. He's saying he's concerned for PlayStation next generation, and he's a massive Sony guy.
What are they concerned about?
What made him say it?
I can't remember. I think it's saying like because Microsoft is trying to get ahead with this Games Pass.
Oh, they say I see. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I don't want to interrupt anybody. Yeah, because Microsoft's trying to get ahead with this Games Pass because they've acquired the studios. Go on, Smooth.
No. I was just saying cloud.
Technology never wins a console war. Games always win a console.
Yeah, it's the software.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah. Games are king, but as we're seeing nowadays, like the push for these services are getting up there too, man. They're making a lot of money for these companies.
Oh, they're making a lot of money, but the decision to buy a game console will always
yeah. Even with these services, you need the games to sell the services. It's common sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bond, how do you feel Xbox going to do next generation with these services?
I honestly think they'll do a lot better, and they'll actually compete next generation.
They really can't do any worse. But when you think about it realistically, in a weird way, they could actually do worse.
I don't think they will.
Hear me out. Hear me out. This. Let's just say, for example, the Dreamcast came out, was a lot better than Saturn, but people were so burnt from the Saturn, they really didn't support the Dreamcast.
That is true.
So Xbox could be in a situation where the next Xbox would have way better games and be way better than the Xbox One, but since the Xbox One was so trash, people might be skeptical and just not buy into it.
That is a good point.
Didn't the PlayStation 1 have something to do with the Dreamcast dying as well? And like the Nintendo 64 as well?
PlayStation.
Nah, the PS2 had something.
Yeah,
to do with
PS2.
Dreamcast.
PS2. Yeah, PS2.
They should have put a DVD player in that Joker at day one, and it would have been a different animal.
Yeah, like once the PS2 came out, the Dreamcast did good initially. Once the PS2 came out, it was a wrap.
Yeah, because I loved the Dreamcast back then. It was my favorite console of all time.
But that's the point I'm making. Like, Microsoft's not doing themselves any favors right now because they can come out with a new system, but is anybody going to even if they come out with
Sega was already hurting bad back then.
They were, but here's the thing also, right? Microsoft never recovered from announcing
Microsoft's making a lot of money right now.
I understand, but I'm saying the Xbox never recovered from dumb announcements like TV, Super and DRM and game sharing.
No, I think we're past that. I honestly think
agree,
we're past
I'm
that.
saying those silly, irrelevant things, in my opinion, had long-lasting effects.
Yeah, they did.
Now imagine how long an effect an entire generation of futility could have on the.
But here's the thing: I think people who still dwell on 2013 are fanboys. Okay, I think people who still
it's the general public too.
Yeah,
so
that's a bad thing.
Some people don't even know they got rid of them rules. If you
my whole point is, okay, the general public made such a big deal of TV and game sharing. Who's to say they won't make a bigger deal of the Xbox just being completely irrelevant this gen?
I think anything can change, especially when a company shows a great new IP.
I was about to say that. Bond, do you think if the games are good enough next generation?
Of course, dude.
But I'm trying to figure out what can they show.
So a good brand new IP.
They have to show new IPs. It can't be Halo. It can't be
exactly. I like Obsidian. I think their RPG is going to be awesome, but I don't think it's going to be a game that's going to light the world on fire.
Well, we don't know that though, do we? You don't know that. You don't know.
It can sell consoles though. It could.
What was the last RPG that just was everybody had to have? Elder Scrolls. That was the last one.
Well, again, as I pointed out earlier, I think that AC Odyssey is a Western RPG, and that sold pretty damn good.
What game?
AC Odyssey, Assassin's Creed.
They got Ubisoft name behind it, though.
Yeah, no doubt. But you got Obsidian there. Obsidian's known for making great games too. They've been around the industry for a while under different names and stuff with other companies. They've been through the Baldur's Gate series, like really critically acclaimed games. So.
Yeah,
I'm not doubting that, but they're not making a game. They're not making a game changer. That's why
the problem with that is the casual doesn't know until they stick on it. They're like, "Oh, this is the studio that brought you Fallout New Vegas." That's the only way the casuals know who the studios are. Most of the casuals don't know who Obsidian is.
Yeah. All they got to do is honestly, it doesn't matter who the studio is behind it, as long as they show a hot new game to the casual. That's all they care about.
Right, and that's really what it's going to boil down to. And I don't mean to take y'all back too far, but I got to defend Smooth on something, because Smooth said something on Twitter that I really do agree with, and it's dealing with Crackdown 3. Just real quick, I do agree that there are a lot of people who are going at this game in a real negative sense just because of Microsoft's presence and like the games they've have come out and been not so good. And I played the technical.
And whose fault is that?
No, but what I'm saying is I played the technical demo, and I was one of those guys like, oh man, this game doesn't look good. And then I played, I was like, people were like, the perception of, oh, it looks like a PS2 or N64 game. I'm like, this game doesn't look, hands down, there were anybody saying it doesn't even look like a 360 game. And people were putting on that, oh no, like this game, and it is Microsoft's fault because of advertisement. I do agree with that, but this game doesn't look as bad as people are saying.
So here's my next question. Would you like to join Smooth in the bet?
No, would I like to join Smooth in the bet of what? What's the bet? I'm sorry.
You don't want that.
Smooth bet me a full retail game that Crackdown will score 80 or better.
No, I don't think this game is going to score 80.
What do you think it's going to score?
I think it's going to be a solid 7 game.
75?
No, 7-0. 7-0. I think it's going to be a solid 7-0.
That's a decent score.
I think it's going to be a solid 7-0.
I think it's going to get a 68, 69.
Yeah, I think it's 69.
No. Yo, the memes are going to be the memes are going to be out of control against the 6.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be crazy if it gets 6. I think it'll score a solid 7 across the board. And when all the reviews come in, I think that it is sit at a solid 7 when it's all said and done.
I really haven't seen anybody post any positive impressions about it.
Yeah, I just think that like when I listen to like these review websites like IGN's, the GameSpot, and how they were talking about it, it looks like a PS2 game. I was like, these guys are smoking crack because this game doesn't look like a PS2 game. It doesn't look as bad as
what it is though.
Perceiving it to be.
You know what it is though? And going back to what Bond said, you got to remember how they originally showed this game.
And that's what I think.
Yeah, when they originally showed it, it looked way better.
It's the same effect when we first saw Watch Dogs, and then when Watch Dogs came out, it is that effect. I will say that.
I mean, they do that. They do that nowadays with a lot of games. They show you games that look incredible, and look at Anthem. Look at Anthem.
Yeah,
completely
different. But I mean, just playing that technical beta I played, I was like, I can see the fun and appeal that this game may have with you group. I can see the fun and appeal, right? And it doesn't to me like this game. The multiplayer, I mean, there's some gripes I have because it's 5-on-5, and if you don't have a full, by the time the timer counts down, if you don't have a full 10 people, it kicks you back to the main lobby. So that's a problem I have right then and there.
You know what? The problem with the look, it doesn't bother me with the way it looks. I think it looks crisp and clean and cell shaded look. But the problem for me is when you look at this single player game and you hardly see any traffic or any people on the roads, it's kind of weird.
It doesn't look like a regular city. It looks like a virtual paintball arena.
Yeah, but I don't.
Talking about the multiplayer, that multiplayer map.
Yeah, the multi. I just don't think this game is the look of the game is not as bad as people were saying. I do have a problem with the lock on, but I understand why they did it. It'd be very, very complicated in a lot of ways to play a game like that with some of the things it's doing. But as I played more and more, I started learning. Do this. And I was getting a massive amount of kills. But I think the thing with that game is the multiplayer was the key selling point when they talked about it with the destruction, and I think that's going to be the thing that does kind of hurt it. If anything hurts it.
Yeah. Where do you feel, Frogs, Crackdown will sit amongst the Xbox exclusives this generation? If you could roughly rank it, will it be one of the best?
Did Frog just come in here?
Oh yeah. I've been here.
Frog, yeah.
Where do you? I honestly think that it will sit right below a Gears of War, but I think it'll be one of the best games. And this is what I'll say: it'll be one of the best games they released. That's this exclusive to their system in a long time. I believe it's gonna be. And I mean, is that saying much? No. So it's gonna sit below Ori. It's gonna sit below Gears, but it's not gonna sit. It's not gonna sit below that. To me, this is me, Quantum Break. It's not going to sit below that. It's going to be a higher tier game than that. I believe it's going to sit below State of Decay. It's going to sit above State of Decay. It's going to sit above Sea of Thieves. I do think it is.
See, Jack, you're missing out, Jax. You're missing out.
So here's what I got to ask you, Frog. I asked the chat earlier. They all agree with me. Is this generation for Microsoft, their first-party offerings, is this the worst first-party offerings a console has ever had in the history of gaming?
Bond, you like that question, don't you?
And if not, what console had worse first-party games in modern gaming?
Question. Bond likes that question.
If I had to answer, I would say, as of right now, yes. This is the worst first-party console generation for any console. Like it is. I think that their original Xbox was a way better first. They had way more first-party support. So yeah, I do think it is. Yeah.
I see a video coming, Jack.
Oh man,
got a good one coming. All right, let's move on. We got rumors of another smaller Nintendo Switch.
Ooh,
BG, you gonna buy another one to trade it in?
Yeah, I'm never buying another Switch again. I might never buy another Nintendo console again.
Well, as the Diddy Kong Racing comes out,
maybe. I make it.
You said maybe.
What's going on Twitter, BG?
They would have to fix that online.
Yeah, I agree.
They're trying to bring you up on charges. What's going on?
They're just talking about I said so pretty much. Listen, I like to mess with these niggas sometimes, and what was it? I think I told them I never bought Dragon Ball, which I never did. I said I never got the game. Technically, I honestly don't remember how I got it.
Oh man! Then they pulled up the picture. Of you
yeah. They pulled up a video, which is cool. So I was given the game. I honestly don't remember how, but I never played the game, and that can be proven because you can look at my PlayStation trophies and you won't find Dragon Ball, and you can't delete trophies. So I just got rid of the game because I literally didn't have time to play it. That's all it was.
So you guilty is what they.
No.
They're trying to put you on charges right now.
My initial statement was that I never played the game, which is true. That's fact. It can be proven. I never played the game. Then sometimes I like to mess with these dudes, so I was like, I never had it because listen. Here's the thing, right? I told people like 2 weeks ago, if you can't find receipts of something, even if I know it's true, I'm gonna deny it.
Oh God!
And sometimes I like to do it. I like to make people find receipts.
But what happens when the receipts are found? Then you got egg on your face.
Then I laugh it off. But they usually never find receipts. This is like the first time ever.
BG, that's shady, man. I got love for you, brother, but that's shady.
It's funny. It's funny.
You got me. You got me. No,
you got me.
I like to pull up the receipts then. That's what, and most of the time they can't.
BG ducking.
The Switch is cool. I got one. I don't play it that much. If I've got a train journey, that's literally when I'll play it. But outside of that, I don't have time.
I've never played my Switch out the house ever.
When I'm on a train journey, I train a lot. So yeah, I'll play it.
Right.
I don't care, man. So what? Great big black dude on the train playing a Switch, almost 40 years, old. So what, man? Live life in it.
Man.
I mean, their first party games are great, but I just don't have the need to pull my Switch out the dock to play it anywhere outside the house. I think that's my biggest problem with Nintendo. Like, I understand the whole portability. I understand that. But for me, like, I just wanted their next home console. And so it is more portable than home console, just by some of the games and the resolutions they do. So I don't really buy anything on it if it's not the first party and if it's not, only on Switch. I just don't buy anything that's not only on Switch.
I want to fly over to the States, go to one of these parties with Bond and whip out my Switch at one of his parties, isn't it, Bond? You know what I mean?
You know how I feel about playing video games outside the crib.
Nah, man. Come on, Bond. Let's rock, man. Get the rum going.
I'm good.
Why women love Switches, man? They love Nintendo, bro.
You know what I mean?
I wish Nintendo would just have a traditional console, but
yes,
We saw what happened last time with that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Fonz, do you have a preferred platform, brother?
No, I like PlayStation and Xbox right now.
Okay.
Kofi,
I'm only joking.
Kofi wants to try to give me smoking hair, so I guess I'm gonna give him a chance.
Kofi
coming in.
Yeah, he's gonna come in. He's gonna try to.
Here we go.
Kofi Kingston.
Here we go.
He want to come and try to.
He'll have to wait a couple of topics because I scheduled at 8:30. I try to get out on good time. Quantic Dream going multi-plat.
You know what?
Are they going PC PlayStation? Because I remember, didn't Microsoft not want their games on their system?
Well, a majority of their shares got accompanied by acquired by a new
NetEase. And
NetEase.
So here's the situation, right? So they announced that they're going multi-plat, right? And if you remember, a tweet came out when they released Detroit that's saying it said something like, imagine having an Xbox when
I remember that.
Yeah. So Xbox dudes were like a little bit upset at that, and they remembered, and when they announced they go multi-plat, people pulled up those tweets. But then I said, technically, y'all can't be mad at nobody but Microsoft because because Quantic Dream, all those years ago, went to Microsoft. Microsoft denied them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Microsoft denied them and say, we don't want this game, right? So, and I said, technically, none of this would happen if Microsoft would have just gave them a chance. So, literally, Microsoft gave Sony another exclusive, but like they the people not looking at them like that. That's 3 exclusive games that Sony would not have had if it wasn't for Microsoft.
Yeah, I think that was the deal too. They originally, I think the deal they made was 3 exclusive games. So they
Detroit.
Detroit. You know what they say? Whatever
game.
Sony touches turns to gold. Whatever Microsoft touches gets canceled.
Oh man.
Yo, Jack, how you let this man slide like that, Jack? How you let this man slide like that? I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in you, bro. I'm disappointed in you, dog.
Let's finish the top before we get to
the
next.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Because I need to get out some shit and cut real quick.
Oh, we heard. Okay, so are Microsoft fans happy that they're going multiplayer now after they denounced them, or like what's going on?
They're seeming like they don't care or they're not going to support it because they feel like Quantic Dream kind of like, did them wrong.
Oh, but that's
I don't care about none of that bullshit. Let Quantum Dream get bought by Microsoft. I am there.
Have you played any other games, Smooth?
Yeah, I played Detroit, and didn't they make Indigo Prophecy years ago?
Did you like Detroit?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I can't really give an opinion. I didn't beat it yet.
But did you like what you played?
Those games are all right. They're like, I don't judge those games to regular game standards.
Did you like what you played or not?
It's decent. Yeah, it's not bad.
Great. I thought it was brilliant.
Man, I swear, this man be having a lot more fun on these PlayStation games.
Fun? You asked what? I just said
God of War, Uncharted, Bloodborne.
Bloodborne made me a lot of money, so I will over-respect that game.
Smooth. As much frustration as you went through that game, admit it. You had fun. You enjoyed yourself.
I had fun winning.
I got one more topic before Kofi jumps in here.
All right.
Uh-oh.
PlayStation 4 was the best-selling console in 2018. 18 million sold. Compared to the 17.5 million for the Switch.
Wasn't it the Switch that sold more?
No,
it was
just 17.5. But here's my question: what are the Xbox numbers? Smooth
in the cloud, bro. That's where.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna hit 100 million. PlayStation 4 can't be stopped. PlayStation is adding 100 gigabytes of cloud storage, which is damn impressive. Does Steam have a limit?
No idea.
I don't even know if Steam has a limit on cloud saves or anything like that. And lastly, Sony's first-party studios shifting focus to PlayStation 5. We all pretty much knew that, right?
Yeah, you expected that.
Yeah.
I mean,
wait, Bon, I have a question. You already talked about Apex Legends?
Yep.
Wait, so you talked about the whole LGBT?
Oh no, we didn't talk about
that. That's something does
anybody really care about like these characters? Like I can understand like if you want a man or a woman or a black dude or a white dude or a Spanish person or an Asian person, etc. Like, does anybody really care about the sexuality of these characters?
Nope, not in a multiplayer.
And game. I think that's the issue. Like I had the biggest problem with that whole announcement because I'm like, if it was in a story-driven game where you're like, I can understand that, but this is something I'm just playing. But you didn't really give a deep backstory to these characters anyway. So why announce this? Why?
Yeah, that was my question.
And again, like these preferences, as I'll title them, are targeting less than 0.5% of gamers out there.
Yeah, I don't know why they decided to make that announcement. It's just weird to me.
It was really weird.
Because for some gamers, and I'm not speaking for myself, but for some gamers, it'll turn them off of even playing the game.
Well, it's they're trying to include people, aren't they?
Yeah, but I don't care who you fuck when we're shooting people and killing people.
The thing is, you don't need to shoehorn it in there if you're including.
I agree. I think it should just naturally be there, and if people discover it in the lore as a
exactly
fine. But making an announcement that's where it's a little bit strange because they also said that there's no actual white characters unless you unlock a guy. I didn't notice that until they said that. Do you know what I mean? If they hadn't have said that, that wouldn't have even been anything that's in my head. But apparently, yeah, they're proud of that as well. So.
Talking about this macho white dude or whatever his name's like, riding bikes isn't the only thing he rides. I'm like, oh my
God. Wow,
whoa, too far.
This shit is crazy.
I don't get it. I think that there was really told in a unique way with like, I give you an example like Naughty Dog's. Last of Us. That was a part. Like there were different characters in the game who were a certain way and they were doing certain things, and they told it in a really believable way because it's just like, okay, people are just like this. But when you just like, oh, we got this alien and he doesn't know whether he wants to be men or women, you're like, who cares?
But I feel there's people out there who are gay or transgender, transsexual, and to them it must be a nice feeling. I'm guessing nobody in here is, so we might not be able to relate. But for them, it's a nice feeling. Like the fact that there's like several on the selection screen black women in the game, you might not think that's an issue, but like my daughter my daughter is 15.
That's what you look like, not what you are. Like, for example, like when people say like Batman needs to be black, I'm like, no, he doesn't. Create like a new black superhero. Like gaming shouldn't be a list of check marks. Like, let me check.
No, I do agree. I do agree. Yeah, there's a way to go around it. But what I'm saying is, to those people in that community, it must feel nice. And if it's a nice, positive thing,
how would you even know they're gay if the game don't got a story, though?
That's
exactly
all my point is.
And that's the whole point.
This is all cool and good in a story game, but when you put in a multiplayer game, to me that is nothing but a check mark.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And maybe if it's discoverable in the lore, you know, some people like the comics sometimes come out. Dark Horse make comics and stuff like that. I don't really have a problem with it, to be honest. It doesn't bother me.
I mean, when they made Mafia 3 and it had Lincoln Clay in there, the way the story was told, even though the game was it had a lot of technical issues, the way the story was told was really good from that
the story
aspect.
was dope.
And it would have been hard to do with any other character other than Lincoln Clay, but when you just don't have a story and you're like, hey, this character doesn't know whether he wants to be a male or female, and this character over here loves men. Like, who cares? Like, who cares?
Yeah, for me, it comes down to this just being about a sexual preference, you know, and in
Right.
my gaming, I don't care about their sexual preference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would understand if it's a white, black, Hispanic thing, Asian thing. No, we're talking about sexual preference now in these games. What's the point?
Nobody cares.
Okay.
For the most part.
All right, Kofi.
Kofi, what you want now?
Kofi gonna pull up on the man, dog.
Like I was saying earlier, Jack, man, I'm disappointed in you, bro. Like,
What else to say, sir? What's going on?
Yo, I know you're under the payroll, but like, how do you let this man get this shit off like this, bro? How you let this man get this shit off? Yo, BG, so BG, admit you ducked Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Young man, speak to me.
Yeah, BG, admit you ducked Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Please, just apologize and we all straight. Then we all straight.
What?
Now you ducked it, Dick. You ducked the game, bro.
I didn't duck it. I was too busy.
So why are you coming up with these elaborate lies saying that you weren't set the game? And now people pull up the receipts and you're holding the game clearly. So what's up with that? Where'd you get the game from, BG? You said in the video that Namco Bandai sent you the game. So where'd you get the game, BG?
Remember. They might have sent me the game, right?
They might
have. They might have.
Okay.
Right? And during that time, the game still might have been in plastic when I showed it. I don't remember. But I think it is. And the reason it is because I literally didn't even have time to play it. So I was
so why are you telling people that you didn't get a review copy, you didn't get sent the game?
Because I don't remember how I got that. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't buy it. I'm pretty sure I didn't buy it, and I honestly don't remember if the company sent me. I just know I got the game.
I don't know how people fall for this man's bullshit, bro. It's so crazy, dog.
Man. I'll put my hand on a stack of Game Informer magazines. I don't remember how I got that game.
Oh,
shit. All right, so on Weapon Wheel podcast, on Press Start podcast, all over social media before this game came out, you came here and said you're gonna watch every single buddy when this game drops. There's video evidence. Nev pulled up on you. You dropped video evidence saying that you're opening up a laundromat and you're gonna wash everyone. Then your excuse flipped to I didn't get the game. I didn't buy the game. That's what you're telling people. You didn't get sent a review copy. Now it finds out you did get sent a review copy and you still sold the game or ducked the game. So like I'm just confused and I'm baffled right now. Actually, I'm just baffled, bro.
You know what I mean? You've been led astray.
Yeah.
Here's
I'm
my
baffled,
question,
bro.
BG. If you got a game that you didn't want to play, why you ain't give it to one of us?
Let's dig to the deeper issue here. The deeper issue here.
Let's go.
The deeper issue here is the young man Kofi was, he was crying out for help. He was disappointed that I didn't want to play with him in Dragon Ball.
Oh my God! Here we go. Look how he's dancing around. Like how you're Look how you're dancing around once again. If you said yourself you're gonna watch everybody in Dragon Ball Fighterz. Like we all heard this. You say you're gonna watch it. You got the game and you ducked it. I just want you to admit. I just want you to admit that you ducked the game, bro. It's not that hard, bro.
I didn't have time to play it. I didn't have time to play it.
You didn't have time to play it, but you put 700 hours in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Why don't you two settle?
I did that.
Let it smash, dog.
I did
play the game.
He ducked that too, though. He said he was gonna run all man's fade, and that he ducked that too.
No. I think I just need to settle when this Mortal Kombat come out. This new Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. So we're gonna sit here and say that BG didn't say he was gonna smoke niggas and smash. He never said that.
Did you say that, BG?
I said if I get the game.
Oh my god.
If I get
Yo, you're just a chronic ducker though. We just know what it is.
I'm not.
It is. You're just a chronic ducker, dog.
And here's the thing. No, here's the thing. No, see, Kofi, here's the thing you got to understand. And this is something that I've always said. I'm on record. Jack can attest to this. I said if I do not have enough time to become very good and train in a fighting game, I'm not going to play.
That's probably the stupidest thing too. Yeah, he said that, but Jack, just today he was playing Uncharted 4 because he has nothing else to play. How does that make no fucking sense? You were just playing Uncharted 4 multiplayer today. Why are you still playing Uncharted 4 multiplayer today when you could have popped in Dragon Ball Fighters in practice? You're ducking, bro. Shut up, dog.
No.
Oh my god. Follow for this bullshit.
Shut up.
All right, go ahead. Let's get this off.
I'm also on record. See, the reason y'all can never get me on shit is because I'm consistent, right? Jack, another thing I've always said, everybody knows this, is I don't believe in a backlog. Jack, have I not always said that?
You have.
There you go.
This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. This I'm baffled. I'm baffled. This guy returns to The Last of Us multiplayer. He plays 700 hours of Uncharted. Because Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. But you can't find the time to play Dragon Ball Fighters.
Here's another one. Jack, tell me if I'm lying. I've said multiple times, if I cannot get into a game, which is a multiplayer game, pretty much week one, I'm not playing it. Am I lying?
But BG,
I said that too.
But BG, you said you would watch people.
Uh-oh.
So all you do is go to the lab and practice and you get good. So you're saying that you're saying that you did get the game. Facts. So don't say you didn't get the game. You got sent the game after you lied, telling people you didn't get the game. You lied for months and said you didn't review. You get a review.
Interrupt 1
Go
second.
Go ahead, Bond.
People, can we hit the like button here, man? We're under 200.
Yeah, man, hit the like
button. Come on, goddamn.
Kofi, listen. I'm a busy grown ass man.
Appreciate you hitting that
like let's hear it.
You don't know nothing about that yet.
All right, whatever.
When I play games, I have stipulations. I just named you the stipulations. I gotta have time. That was number one. I don't believe in having a backlog, and I gotta play the game in the first week. If I do, I'm not good.
Hold on.
I gotta play the game in the first week. How about Dragon Quest? You never played that the first week.
You being married should give you more time to game because you don't have to run these streets like I do. You at home every day.
Dragon Quest is a single player game. I said multiplayer games.
Kofi, do you have Dragon Ball?
Yes, I do. I have it on all platforms.
BG,
appreciate those likes, people. Get them up. Appreciate them likes.
BG, do you have Dragon Ball?
No, I don't.
Would you play Kofi against Dragon Ball if I brought you a copy?
No, I don't got time.
Okay.
I don't got time.
Okay.
Straight ducking.
You guys don't see this time. And look, me and BG go through this all the time in the Press Start Podcast Discord. We have these conversations all the time. I challenge him to quite a few games, but he always has this an excuse. First was Halo 5. Let's play one-on-one Halo 5. Let's settle this. We both played the game. He's like, nah. Let's just wait till the next. He just always has some sort of. You said that when you get the Switch, you're gonna watch me in Mario Kart. You're gonna watch me in Smash. He ducked it.
Kofi, did you hear what he said?
What did he say?
He said, "Why we gotta play old games?" Or he was just playing Uncharted.
He was just playing Uncharted 4. No, he's not making no sense. He's not making no sense. And he got exposed. Look. And this is on another subject. He got exposed today again. Like he flip-flopped so much.
Because
so Bond, listen to this. Listen to this, Bond. Listen to this, Bond.
Stipulations are in place.
You know, BG comes out and says that he doesn't care about a developer's pedigree. Then just today, he just says, yo, Ninja Theory doesn't make no bad games. Huh? So that the next game is gonna be like you were making no sense. Like you be flip-flopping, bro.
The consensus of public opinion is that Ninja Theory does not make bad games.
So why are you switching it up to that? But in our normal conversation, though, you weren't saying all of that. You just got caught up and we called you on your bullshit. Now you're saying, oh, the public consensus Ninja Theory don't make no bad games.
I'm not buying a game or I'm not getting hyped for a game simply based on who makes it. I don't. But I said,
why did that come out your mouth today? That Ninja Theory don't make no bad games, though.
Public opinion. That's not mine.
Oh
they're
my
saying,
God.
They're saying Kofi the daddy now.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right.
We know he be ducking. He be ducking all these challenges. You already know what it is. But I ain't trying to interrupt y'all podcast. So
people can't just accept that BG has stipulations and they cannot move within my stipulations.
No, but you're a dance master though. That's all. It has nothing to do with
dance master.
You're a dance master though.
What's the next game that both of you are getting, which you can settle this in then?
MK.
It don't matter, dog. I'm always playing games. I don't duck. I don't care, yo.
Okay, it doesn't matter what game it is. BG gonna duck it.
He's gonna find a reason not to play.
There has to be one game that you're both getting.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? When it comes to a game, right? Like, if there's a game that me and Kofi buy the same day and we put like the same amount of time in it, I'm
like Gears, like that one-on-one in Gears.
Bro,
what
you played Gears before me.
Yeah, but one-on-one Gears 4, we all played at the same time. You didn't buy Gears 4 at launch. You did not. You did not buy Gears 4 at launch. So you just said it from your mouth. We buy it at the same time. You did not buy Gears of War 4 at launch. I'm not talking Press Start Podcast versus Weapon Wheel. Me and you personally had a one-on-one, and I watched you. So what's up with that?
You have way more experience in Gears than me.
Way
more. Way more.
Look at that. Look at that.
You give me and Kofi the same time at any game.
Excuses.
That's fact.
Excuses.
That's fact.
Yeah, but that happened with Gears of War 4, and you got washed though. That 1v1.
We don't have the same amount of time. You have way more time in Gears than me.
This guy, bro.
Y'all doing
MK11. All I have to say is, all right, y'all just go on Twitter. There's video proof of this guy saying that he's gonna watch everybody in Dragon Ball Fighterz. He says everyone keep that same energy.
What that do?
You gotta review code. He lied saying he never got no code after Mans called him out for ducking.
What that do?
Yeah, you know,
and what that do? I'm still a beast out here.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This is y'all king. Y'all remember that, yo? The best size on Press Start Podcast. I'm out. The best side on Press Start Podcast. Y'all already know what it is. All right, yo.
And you still get watched by me any day.
Yeah. Oh god, yo. Stay ducking though, yo. Easy.
See me when that Last of Us 2 come out.
Damn. That was crazy.
BG, all those years I've watched Weapon Wheel, looked up to it, and what's going on, brother? You need to challenge.
I mean, listen. With getting older and a grown man, and I had to
BG. It looks a bit scary, brother. And you know I got love for you, man.
I just had to create rules to the games I play. I can't just be out here willy-nilly playing games here. See, Kofi young. He gonna understand when he get older. When he put a ring on his girl finger.
BG, you know when Hulk Hogan was in bed with his missus and he said, "Oh, I hate that she gets with niggers and that." That was like a letdown. BG, you've been like I've looked up to Weapon Wheel, man. And I'm just a bit disappointed with this exchange, man.
Listen, Wingy. You know what the deeper issue is. This is about a son missing time with his father.
Bond just sighed.
No, this is real talk. Y'all gotta see. You know when somebody has like a real emotional.
Well, hold up, BG. Let me interject. The son wouldn't be missing time with his father if he would stop ducking games and play with him.
I'm a busy man.
Because I feel you get more respect that even if you lose, rather than not accepting a challenge. Do you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm out here. You know. Listen, I'm a father of the community, so my son is gonna have to understand. I can't always be.
It's looking scarier than Luigi's Mansion out here.
They saying you went to the convenience store and never came back, BG. What's going on?
Jimmy just lost his name tonight. Can't call him Jimmy B. Ducking anymore.
Listen, I fathered a community, so I couldn't be there for
Kobe. What do you use that year now?
So this is just y'all gotta understand.
I burped him.
This is just Kofi lashing out because I wasn't there as much as I could have.
He sounded angry as well. He sounded angry.
I will apologize. Kofi, I'm sorry I wasn't always there.
Yo, Erica just called him Deadbeat Games H.
BG, did you say that you're going to mop people? Because I haven't seen all of that.
Yeah, I said if I get the game, but you know, life.
But you did get the game. Somebody sent you the game, didn't they?
You know the thing is like February, I wasn't even here in February. I was in I was in Oakland. That's facts. I was in Oakland. I wasn't even here.
BG, so what game would you like to play against Kofi to sort of bring back the honor towards your name?
I mean, the thing about it is I don't care because I'm already proven in these streets. Niggas know I'm a beast. I got my statue erected already around.
No,
you said you're already outside. What you saying?
Right next to that 10-0 beatdown in Street Fighter.
People already know what's up. I don't got to prove nothing. People know. What I've done out here, okay?
BG, as we get older, the skills decline. I know the feeling. You're getting older.
No, never that. But we can move on. And you know, one day I'm gonna spend some time with my son, and I'm gonna show him what it is, and he gonna learn. Like, you know, listen, I'm not ducking. I just don't got time, and you still get these beats. So we gonna see. We can move on though. But this black baby shower is actually about to start now. Super late.
Quick question, because we were wondering. I thought only women go to baby showers. Has that changed?
So that's something that I heard that I never knew. Right. So pretty much what I've been told is New York baby showers are like, or West Indian baby showers are different.
I was just about to say that.
Showers.
Yeah, I'm Jamaican.
No men went to my brother's wife's. Well, she's white,
and which is weird because every baby shower I've been to has been a lot of dudes there because the guy invites all his friends.
Yeah,
and every baby shower I've been to has been a lot of guys. So I was shocked when people said like, "Oh, you're a dude going to a baby shower." I thought this was normal.
Is anyone going to challenge you to Dragon Ball at this baby shower?
I mean, it is on Switch, BG. It is portable. So you can practice every time.
Yeah. Oh, the last thing I did want to is bring up is that the game's completed percentage. You know, only 22% of people beat Red Dead, and there was a lot of damage control for that. I don't know.
Ooh,
I beat it.
I think that whole list is irrelevant. To be honest, I didn't even talk about
what they were saying though. Because 22% of 23 million people is still a lot of fucking people, though. If you think about it.
Yeah, it is. But I think there's a lot of excuses being made. But I'm about to go to this baby shower. There's some other topics if y'all want to get to it. If not,
All right, Jack, read off these super chats and we'll be on our way.
All right. Let me reload the page real quick.
Kofi, I love you, my son. Don't lash out at me. I'll be there. I'll be back.
Shout out to BG, man. Shout out to BG, man.
Yeah, I will be getting on Crackdown tonight to do the final test.
All right.
Yeah, what time is it?
It starts
8:34.
Yeah. No, it starts at 10 tonight, I think.
10 o'clock? All right.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Okay, so for all the super chats today from a man playing games. This also looks like Feed Me Hate, if I'm not mistaken. It says, "Greetings from Dublin, Ireland. Have you guys played Broforce yet? I'm looking forward to the fun times. Looking forward to coming back to the States next week." Oh yeah, I think he donated for us to play Broforce.
Yeah, I played it and beat it already.
We gonna get to it though. We gonna get to it.
Yeah, we gonna.
Who has to play it?
I guess it's gonna be me, Smooth.
I already streamed it though. It's already on my
the rest
channel.
of us then.
Yeah, we get to play it on PS4.
Yeah, I got to play.
But it's only 2-player, right?
No, it's 4-player. I think it's 4-player.
Well,
It's
get it
4-player.
on PC. I'll play with you guys.
Oh, I already got it for free, Chief. What you talking about? Let me see here. Gideon Alvin White says WWP is the GOAT podcast. Shout out to Jack Bond and Kid. Appreciate that, fam.
No Smooth and BG.
He said Jack Bond and Kid.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you were Kid Down 3 or something.
Kid Bill. Kid counts.
We got Jazzy Jefferson said Kid Baron. Oh fuck.
Oh damn.
Arian Nelson said half of Quantum Break was a damn TV show.
I skipped that whole thing.
That is true.
Let me see how you pronounce his name. RDL Matador 809. Phil gotta go. Bring back Peter Moore, who made 360 great.
Make 360 great again.
Jason Elliott sent 3 donations. The first one says $100 Move can't beat RE2 on hardcore in a week. You hear this move?
Shit.
Then he said
Sorry,
$150 Move can't beat RE2 in a week. Then he said $200 Smooth can't beat RE2 in a week.
Smooth, you should take that. That's possible. You should take that, man.
Yeah, it's not that hard, man.
Yeah, you should take that.
And my thing is, I'm lost right now. I'm stuck.
You'll have to
Wait. You didn't beat it yet?
Nah, I stopped playing it.
Oh damn. Never mind.
All right. Rostar94 says, shout out to WWP. Kingdom Hearts 3 is the biggest letdown of 2019 so far, LOL. I feel dumb for waiting on this one. 5 out of 10.
Well, hold on. Let me interject here. You feel dumb for this reason. When you played it, you're a kid. When the third one finally came out, you were a man.
That's part of. I've been seeing like some of the differences they made though. They definitely made the game way easier.
The game is really easy.
Way easier. My homie Fang, y'all know Fang in the chat, bro. This dude did not die until the final boss on the hardest difficulty. He died 3 times the entire game. Unacceptable. That is ridiculous. Bless Red says, BG, you ducked. You always have time for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Garuda Legend says, which Dragon Ball? If it's not DBZ Fighters, that game is pure trash and a money grab. Bless Red says, those old UC2 1v1s got BG. Oh man, they got some laughing faces. Let me refresh this, make sure that's all the donations.
BG, the king of ducking.
We got one more from Rostar94. Says, Smooth, stop betting everyone and play Sonic Unleashed.
Oh,
didn't he donate for you to play Sonic Unleashed, Smooth?
Yeah, didn't I play that? I got 2 streams up
for 4 hours.
I gotta check the time.
Yeah, man, you gotta make sure it equal out to 4 hours now.
Wait, isn't Sonic Unleashed the one with the werewolf Sonic or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's all the super chats that I'm seeing. I appreciate y'all for watching the Weapon Wheel podcast this week. And yeah, throw it back to Bond. Hello.
Okay, let's do these outros. Wingy.
Thanks for having me on, people. Go check out my channel. It's on life support like Optimus Prime dying, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Give me a now, thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate it. Shout out to the UK, do you know what I mean?
Jimmy.
Yo, what's up, man? J Mega Games. Everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace.
Jack.
Appreciate everybody for watching. I'm probably gonna stream on Twitch tonight, so come through, chill with me. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Jack Move Johnny, and shout out to the guests for this week.
Jack, just quickly ask, how come you don't do the pony thing anymore?
I don't know, man. I kind of fell off from
because the console war is over.
Even in the outro, Bond has to get an Xbox.
The ponies went back to the stables. The rest for next generation.
Yeah, we cool. Maybe next year I might bring that thing back out with but
sorry.
Yeah,
Smooth.
What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for rocking out with us. Best Bot. I will see you guys on when these review codes lift. So,
Bonds.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been real fun, man. And yeah, subscribe to me, Jay Fonzarelli, and on Twitter as well, Jay Fonzarelli.
Frogs.
Hey, shout out to Broken Games HD for sending me an invite. I try to come in here and kind of help Smooth out because I feel like, Crackdown has a lot of negative hate, but yeah, we will be on there tonight playing it. If you want to check Smooth out and me, I will join.
I'll be checking out, getting a good laugh.
Yeah. It won't be, we'll do better. We'll do better.
Okay, and for me to close it out, you can find me on Twitter at Black Bond. You can find me on YouTube at Black Bond. Check out my latest video. It is a Crackdown video on Microsoft and Crackdown just being the biggest disappointment of gaming this generation. This has also been week number 7 that I forgot his name. Was supposed to come on here and argue with me about
Kratos.
Soldier Boy. I don't know what's going on. At this point, I just forget about it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the Patreon supporters and everything. Can we get these likes up? I like to get my likes way up when I host and BG's not hosting, so I can rub it in. So y'all need to help me out on that. Likewise, if you get 1,000 likes, you get a free game stream. But y'all haven't hit that metric lately, so we can't give you all a free game stream. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys next week.
All right.